Eric, Michael is still on vacation in Chicago. He's not responding to any of my text messages, and I see him posting pictures of him eating deep dish pizzas, and I'm upset. I'm upset because I miss Michael.
I'm sorry I'm here.
No, it's okay. I just miss Michael, and I've been crying a lot, and I appreciate you, consoling me through this hard time.
Try.
No, seriously, thanks for filling in for Michael. Really appreciate it. Been having a blast with you on set. It's been great. Just finishing up episode 10 now. Yeah. We're done. Done
for the year.
Done for the year. Hopefully there'll be a third season. I had a blast today with these awesome guys. We had Cole Kelly, Jonte LaGrasse, Isaiah Adams in the studio, and it was more of a guys' morning podcast. Made them come in super early. We had our coffee, and basically it was the same thing as if we were drunk. It was really that. Me and Jonte got heated a couple times, and I liked it. But what I don't like is when Jonte lies. And Jonte lies about a lot of things. First of all, the go-kart racing. You liar. You're not a champion. You won by stupid technical stuff that was happening with the go-karts. And second, he lied about the deer story at the golf range. Jonte, you make my blood pressure rise. Blood red mad. It was a great time I had with them. Real quick before we start, remember that you're listening to this on Adobe Radio, and the show goes on after the hour. The full episode is available on iTunes and also available on Spotify, and you can watch it on YouTube. It'll be ready for you Thursday at midnight. So basically like Friday morning, boom, ready for your morning compute. You can listen to the rest of it. These guys are freaking awesome. We had a really good time. We had some good coffee from Café Dulce. It was super good. Super thankful for you guys. Bunch of new listeners. Numbers have been up. I really appreciate you guys listening to the show, downloading, listening to it live on Adobe Radio, and also downloading it on iTunes and listening to it on Spotify and watching on YouTube. I mean, you guys are such loyal fans. Super, super appreciative of everything that you guys been doing to support the show. I've been in a really good mood lately. Dad's getting better. Things are going well. Show's wrapping up, some good things ahead in the horizon, and I just, I feel good, man. I feel really, really good. So, hey guys, let's give it up for Guys Night 3.0? 3.0, I think this is the third one. I don't know what we'll name it. We'll name it something. Enjoy! Welcome, guys, to Guys Morning Podcast.
Yeah, good morning.
Ooh, that was the most 90s move I've ever seen in my life. You were just talking about the your early 20s. It was the world was your oyster. Is this correct, Jonte?
Yeah, just in general, not necessarily my oyster, but all of our oysters. Like if you think about nostalgia.
Yeah, what was it like in the late 50s, with all that nostalgia?
Being a teen.
Oh, man.
When TV was just starting.
It was crazy.
Yeah?
Like no microwave. Like, you know what I mean? No toaster.
What was your first rerun that you ever saw?
Andy Griffin Show.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's for real?
Wait,
No,
yeah, are we
I
still
don't
doing
know.
the bit?
First rerun? I don't know.
That's very believable.
What weirdest question?
Well, they didn't have reruns in the 50s when he was a teen, so he wasn't able to rewatch shows.
That's very true.
You know?
You had to be there. It was a big family event.
Yeah.
Usually, like,
It's a Back to the Future joke when he's like, "Oh, I've seen this one," and they're like, "It's a rerun," and they're like, "What's a rerun?"
That's right.
Yeah.
One of my first shows that I ever watched was In Living Color.
Yeah.
Fly Girls in the beginning.
Yeah, dude.
Be doing those crazy
Who was the
moves.
famous fly girl? Quick, Sam.
Jennifer Lopez.
Hello.
I totally guessed that, by the way. Are you being serious?
Yeah,
Is it Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yes. You didn't know that?
No.
Shut up.
No.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
There's no way you could have just guessed that.
Nah.
Dang.
You could never
Or you
do
can
that.
leave.
You would never do
Hey, thanks for the wonderful coffee.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Cafe Dulce.
Cafe Dulce.
Dulce.
Soon to be a sponsor.
That's well, I
Oh.
hope so. James is coming on
That's
in
right.
January, and we're gonna have the most intense conversation.
Is that your manager or the owner?
The owner, yeah.
Oh. Is he going to talk about the story?
Maybe.
Gotta bring it up.
Yeah, it's a fun.
We're actually going to talk about pretty politics and hardcore livable wage, some stuff that Ben Shapiro has been talking about. It's going to be a pretty
Jordan
intense.
Peterson.
Do you guys get in it?
It's going to be a very informative and fun podcast, I think, from two people who are not experts.
How'd this come
Just
up?
a lot of
Is he passionate? How do you know?
Well, the thing that sparked it was, my family owned a restaurant for 25 years, and then he owns this, Cafe Dulce, which has multiple locations, and he was talking about some problems that were arising that my family was having come up in the last, 2 years of our ownership. Actually, last 5 years of our ownership that really hit us hard, and that was actually, certain things that might have helped a good percentage of people, like Obamacare and raising the minimum wage, has such a huge effect on small businesses that when they raise the minimum wage, you will see a lot of small businesses close down. And it's just the natural effect of it. And of course, it's we want people to have a livable wage, but when you take a place like a coffee shop, for instance, when they raise the minimum wage for everything, the livable wage, your farmers of the coffee have to be paid more. The transporters, the roasters, and then all the little things like the people who make the straws, the napkins, the cleaning supplies. Everybody's getting paid more, so you have to raise your prices. And I'm telling you, it has a huge effect on small businesses.
Well, maybe they can save some costs on the straws because the environment.
Worst businessman.
I got an idea for you. No straws.
No straws.
And my reason? The environment.
The environment.
Oh my gosh.
Low overhead.
Oh yeah. Hey, Cole.
Yes, up.
It's so weird to call you
You
Cole.
did it, though. You did it.
I know. If you want to scoot over, literally, an inch to your right, most of the camera is covering you. Yeah, that's perfect. And Jonte, you just want to leave?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding. That was so harsh. Sometimes dude.
He's crying again.
Wait, I know exactly what I want to talk to you about. You don't know how much
You're in trouble.
pleasure
I'm
you
in the
brought me
office.
over the week. The fact that you texted us a few days before this, okay? And you were, what is the text message? You sounded so worried, and I could feel it in
It
the
wasn't.
stress.
Did it? It was stress.
No, it was
exhaustion.
It was very professional. It was by the way, you guys, did you notice? Are you privy to the fact?
No. I could feel his anxiety. Dude.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Real
Real starts off with real talk.
Real talk.
Hey,
That's serious.
All the joking aside, never heard you start off any message or conversation like that, by the way. Real talk. If this is another prank and you all already recorded, I need to know. I'm in the middle of a 16-day work week, 13-hour days, and would love to sleep in on Saturday. Literally no commas or anything in
Right.
it. Dude,
Didn't bother.
that didn't even come into my head until you brought it up. And I love you've become that paranoid about me pranking you.
It's not paranoia. I love hey, man. I love the fun and games. I do. I've been exhausted this week, and if this was a prank, I wanted to sleep in. I was like, cool, you got me, got it. You guys are good. I'm sleeping in. But can we?
So what?
Can we explain why?
What?
So what's today's date?
I don't know. The 8th.
And then the Adobe promo for the show said that they had the three of us on for what date?
Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault. I gave them the wrong. What are you? Whose guest are you in?
So,
really reading
I was
into it.
thinking, I was like, they already recorded. And so I'm going to show up to the studio and nobody's going to be there. I'm going to be, hello.
on the door.
Well, actually, maybe I might knock. And then, okay, they're probably in the studio. So let me chill out here, wait a little bit, text.
That's so mean, though.
Oh, but is it out of the realm of possibility in Wesam's world?
No, but.
No, exactly. Exactly.
But I like you. Why would I would need this. I want to be present for all your pranks. Just so
Oh,
you know
I'm
that.
sure you would have been in the car across the street or somewhere videotaping or some little GoPro
Long
in
lens
the corner. Come on, of course.
I love that I live in your subconscious mind.
Right.
That's my conscious. That is not my subconscious. That is in my conscious
I
mind.
live everywhere.
He lives deep inside you.
He's going to walk
Dude, I
around
am-
with this burden.
No, for real,
Yeah.
it's a burden, and I'm deep inside you.
Cole Kelly. Yeah. I am glad that we can have amusement over me.
I had plenty of amusement.
And we do.
Dude,
It's real talk.
dude, I called Isaiah and told him like it just makes me so happy that you're texting us this now. And then every time we record, you're gonna be
Brings
on your
him joy.
toes.
Yeah.
Makes me so happy, man.
All right, open the door.
Yeah.
Is there a clown behind me?
Yeah, man. Squirrels and birds. That's what we're on. Squirrels and birds.
Constantly.
Victory over the squirrels. Victory.
Oh, here we go.
Victory.
The saga.
Victory.
Oh, let's
Hey,
hear
what's
the
the
episode.
squirrel story?
I notice every time I'm angry. I
Oh wait,
yell at
I'm
the-
sorry. Let's tell the listeners your problem first, if they don't know what's been going on with the squirrels.
Okay, yeah. So for a couple of months now, squirrels would just come and like just jump on my screen and kick it, and they make their little like sounds, right? And they're like on the screen. I'm like, hey, get off! Like you don't live here. Hey, you don't pay rent. All that stuff, right?
Right.
Your screen
And
door. Yeah.
the screen door, and then they've upgraded to like my actual window. Like I'm doing work and they're jumping on the window. I'm like, hey man, like no, hey. And so I did things like spray them. That doesn't work. I would go out the back, throw rocks at them. They will buck up and like square off towards me as if like what? So I found out the more aggressive I got, the more aggressive they got, and they don't care. Yo, them North Hollywood squirrels are no joke. So this time I heard him and his lady. They were there, and I was like, "What's going on?" I thought they were having a fight. So
How
yeah.
did you know it was a lady?
Because the story continues.
Okay.
And then I peek out. I'm like, okay. He's getting it in on the porch. So they choose my porch to get it in.
How
claiming-
disrespectful.
Right.
Claiming
They
my
have
gosh.
they have trees, but they wanted to get it on
is my
in the
place.
porch. And so I thought it was funny. I take my phone to try to record it. And then he sees me, and then he like comes up on the porch, and I'm like, nah, not today, man. I said, and so I talked reason. I said, hey man, I get it. Yo, I get it. It's a good screen. You want food, I get it, but it's not happening, man. It's not happening. You need to take your lady, go up on that tree, or go next door.
Yeah.
Handle that. And he looked at me, and he thought about it. He took a step. I said, no. I said, I'm reasoning with you, man. Like, I'm reasoning with you. Mm-hmm. And then after that, he looked at me, and I think he was like, I get you. Respect. And then his lady took off. It was as if, like, his lady was like, yo, Gerald, come on. It ain't happening. Gerald, let's go. And so he was like, fine. Then he went off with his lady, and they ran off to some tree. So now I've noticed you just got to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to reason with them.
Yeah.
I don't believe this.
Fakest story I've ever heard.
But honestly, for the first time confronting the
All right.
squirrel, did not jump on the screen. I was happy.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. That's big steps for you.
Yeah. Honestly, I looked up Google blogs, all that stuff to figure out how to get
blogs.
away
You
squirrels
talked to
from.
them.
No one said really talk. Only on social media they said talk to them, but they were saying things like throw red pepper on your porch, like it gets in their paws and they'll like not want to come through. Do coyote urine. I thought about that, but then I was like, coyote urine might attract other coyotes, and I might have a bigger problem. So I'll deal with the squirrels.
Dude, how freaking hilarious would that
You
be?
wake up.
You're using other animals'
So
urine
funny.
to scare away other animals, and it's bringing in more animals and more dangerous animals. Like, okay, I am mountain lion urine. Mountain lion. What, Matt? Seriously, what do you think attracts all these dangerous animals to your?
I don't know, man. It could be like a subconscious thing, putting energy out there. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think maybe in a past life, maybe I was killed by a bird or a squirrel. I don't know, man. Maybe I was a bird. Maybe I was a squirrel. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. When we go to Japan, we are going to some kind of bird sanctuary.
I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna be like Batman, just like
Oh, you're scared of birds.
Batman was scared of bats.
I didn't know you were scared of birds.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of birds.
Oh.
Who is scared of birds? I'm not scared of birds.
Well, you're talking about you died as a bird in a past life.
Hey, man.
Or by a bird, and you're going
keep up. We passed the moment.
sanctuary.
We're in Japan now. We're like
Why are we
hanging
going
out.
to- what's
We
a
are
bird
hanging out
sanctuary?
in
Josh, drink your
Japan.
coffee,
What's
man.
a bird sanctuary?
You don't know what a bird sanctuary is?
No.
Are you being serious?
I'm being dead
A
serious.
bird sanctuary is where there's an open area. It's caged off. You come in through double doors, like triple doors or something.
Yeah.
And then you feed the birds, and
Yeah.
they come and land on you, and they fly.
Okay.
Triple door. It's 3
I know
doors.
it's 3 doors.
It's 3 doors.
Three doors.
Triple is 3.
Triple door.
I get it, but how's it open? Like, never mind.
It's-
I've been to a bird sanctuary. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They'll give you like nectar, I don't know, whatever birds eat, seeds, I don't know. And they put it like in a little bowl and you just stand, birds eat different things, I guess. And
did not know.
you stand there and they'll fly all around you and they'll land on you
Yeah.
and they'll like crawl up and eat the stuff and fly away. It's very
Yeah.
nice.
And you're okay with birds?
Yeah.
Wait.
No.
Yeah, that's a bird
I thought it was like a zoo. Where you go in, like
look at
it was
that.
like cages.
You're so scared of birds, dude.
I'm not scared of birds.
Look at the face of it. He's like,
Wait, what?
Yo,
whoa.
You mean they land on you?
That's a bird sanctuary, bro. We're going to one.
It's nice, man.
They
You're gonna
literally
like it.
fly all around you and are aggressive.
hey man, have you been to like an ostrich farm or something?
We'll go.
No, have you been?
Yeah.
And you feed out?
Yeah,
No,
that's
them things
scary.
are prehistoric.
Yeah.
They look like dinosaurs.
They can hurt you.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to that
Good.
too.
But
Dude,
you're
my-
feeding like birds that are like yay big, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's-
but they're weird, man. You know.
But
Well,
afterwards
we'll
you'll be
ask the
bird
guy
They like,
first.
Batman.
but
The
they're
right
weird.
feed
You'll be
for the
Birdman.
bigger birds.
I'm literally gonna get a bunch
Shoulder.
of it and just throw it at you. So disrespectful.
I would tackle you. I would tackle you. There'd be birds all over us. If I'm going down by birds, I'm going down fighting.
My goal is to make a Travel Channel show during the summer where I invite you guys and I tell you guys we're gonna do some really cool stuff all across the world, and it's not that. It's something
cool stuff.
Something awful.
It's something awful.
Always
and
on the brink of
Oh,
death.
that'd be so cool.
Like, hey, remember you've always wanted to go visit that museum? We're gonna take a big tour. Yeah, that sounds great. And we don't do that. It's like, oh, we're going to ride ostriches and like fight each other on ostriches.
Shoot fireworks.
Dude,
at
I'd pay $1,000 to see you ride an ostrich.
That's
I
it.
would.
Oh, I would too.
I would. That's 3 right there.
I'd
Yeah.
pay
Yeah.
$1,000 to see you ride an ostrich.
I'll do it. I'll ride that ostrich so good. For $1,000. Dude,
You know what's funny is this podcast is not that much different than when we're drunk.
it's about the same.
The difference
caffeine
is no
instead.
difference, right? There's no difference.
What's going on new? What were you gonna say?
I just wanted to talk about owls while we were on the
I love
On the
owls.
bird.
the fowl subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been really into owls lately. I just want to hear what you guys think about that. Anyone? wanna
Are you
just
chime
like in
Just
general
owls,
thoughts?
man. I've been watching owl videos.
Are you being serious?
Mesmerized, dead serious.
They're crazy. The way they turn their head 3/4 around.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That is pretty sweet.
And they're like a nightmare. I mean, they prey when animals are sleeping like that. You just It's
They have the most ridiculous eyesight.
Their wingspan is crazy too.
Yeah, it's very misleading. Very misleading.
Large.
They're like the size of this coffee cup, and then they're just like.
Yeah.
oh my god.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
They kind of look like they shouldn't belong on Earth, if you really think about
They're
it.
weird. Yeah. Their
Yeah.
body, their head, everything.
it's that beak that does it for me, man. The beak is just so
Yes.
like,
Oh, it does it for you.
it does it for me, man.
I was driving from a late night shoot. Oh, this horror short film, believe it or not. And it was like, we dealt with aliens, and it was late at night. I was
Different
driving.
planet.
Different planet, right? And then I'm just driving down west, like west of Encino. You know those hills over there, like
Oh, yeah.
close to
Yeah.
Malibu. Windy road, late at night. No joke. White owl just comes swooping towards my windshield and flies up.
Ah.
Sick.
Dude, I went, oh!
I'm dead.
Scary, dude.
Do you remember? I think we have owls in our old neighborhood. Do you remember?
Oh
I used to
my
hear.
gosh, yes.
Used to hear. Wait.
Okay, what
did an owl say?
I gotta set this up for like days, Jonte-
Months.
Yeah,
I feel like.
it was a long time. Poor Jonte would be coming in. You guys hear that? You guys hear that? I think it's an owl. It's a bird or something. Super early. What is it? Like it was happening super
Yeah,
early.
like 5, 6 in the morning.
because-
Yeah.
And we're all like, no, man, because we're on the other side of the apartment. We're like, dude, we don't hear anything, man.
Go back to sleep.
And I go, hoo, 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 hoo. And I would do an arm gesture because to me, that was the closest, like, it was like, because it was high, it was
Yeah.
like, hoo, hoo, hoo. then it became a running joke. And then I would run, and then you guys would always say, "No, I didn't hear anything. No, we didn't hear anything." And then I'm like, "I know you guys heard this. I know you guys heard this." And I think you guys actually did hear it early.
Can I be completely honest?
Please.
I've always heard it.
Day one. No, man, what's that noise?
I felt like I was going crazy.
Yeah,
it was
I know.
months, and you guys like, "No, don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, that thing is annoying and
Me and
so
Travis
loud.
knew.
You can't tell me that you don't know it.
We knew.
Travis did it all the time.
You know how much fun that is? Oh yeah, Jonte's going crazy. Anyway.
Waking up
You
at
guys
4
made
a.m.
me. You guys made me feel like I was going crazy. Seriously.
That's so perfect. Oh, that's so perfect.
They're terrifying. Can you imagine being if owls were the size of bears?
oh, what?
Maybe they were back in the day, you know?
Maybe. Can you do
And
us
that
a
would
favor?
be
Eric,
horrifying.
let's look up the scariest prehistoric animals.
I have megalophobia, and so this is gonna
What?
be great.
What?
Megalophobia?
What's a
Really?
megla?
It's like fear of giant things, like animals, buildings,
Yeah.
just stuff that's massive. It's,
So you
how-
couldn't go to New York?
no, I mean, I guess it's not. Maybe it's more of fascination.
You scared of massive things?
It's a fascination, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not.
Are you being for real, dude?
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, so I'm not afraid of it, but I guess I'm fascinated by
Obviously, look,
massive. It's just
I
crazy
know, look
when
at
you
the-
see
look at
All the
the-
coffee cups.
look at
He
the
has the
different-
largest coffee
I'm
cups.
fascinated by. There's so many big things in my life.
have you ever seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, look at your coffee cup. For the people watching on YouTube, can we just show people? And you have two.
Because I'm fascinated.
Wait, look how big yours is.
Look how big mine is, everyone.
Look
Huge.
how big it is. So it's more of a fascination. right?
Yeah,
All right.
I guess
let's-
it's not fair. Yeah, I'm not like, oh,
Yeah, what do we got? What do we got here? Yeah, that should be good for the camera. Top 11 scariest animals. Adunculacitius,
oh, I know that.
33 feet long, armored fish. Okay, maybe not.
Fish?
Yeah.
I was about to say we don't even have to go to prehistoric for
Just
fish. Go like modern. Have you
Yeah.
on those Netflix?
Dude, have you seen that?
Some shark video that I watch, and they would show you the sharks like way deep down in the depths. Those things are scary.
That's
Have
terrifying.
you seen
Yeah.
the like squid, the largest or whatever? I think it's
Oh,
a squid.
fuck that. Can you search the
octopus?
crocodile that was on the golf course?
Oh, yeah.
Heard
It
about
was
this.
a huge. Just type in like monster crocodile. And I thought it was
Massive.
a CGI thing.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I was like, oh, that's fake. I saw it. It kept coming up. It's real.
There's some,
So
like,
you
Lake
understand
Placid
that it's
stuff, man.
real. When these animals are on the golf course, you get it now.
What?
So you
Hey
get it.
man,
So
are you calling me out?
so you get it.
Oh,
You want me to tell the
So
story?
you get it.
Okay.
the deer story.
Let me tell you the most. Oh, you were so beta on the golf course.
Beta.
Yes.
Alpha, homie.
Oh,
Alpha.
Please, I am. Oh,
Hey,
let's watch this video real quick. and
I'm
then
not from the wild, okay?
You know what? No, we're skipping this. No. Let's watch the video. You got me all riled up here. Can't even talk. Let's watch the video. And then I'm gonna tell everybody the story. Dude,
Yeah, it looks pretty big. Oh,
look at that thing.
dude,
What is on
was that
its
its
neck?
noise?
It's a big
Yes.
That's it. From him or her.
I think you turned
There
off
it
the
goes.
screen. Yeah. All right. We can still hear it.
That was the crocodile growling.
It's probably just the monitor.
That sounds like a
Might
scary
wanna try-
movie. That sounds
where-
like
is there a on button on the side.
yeah, that sounds like Kong coming.
Well, yeah, there we go. It's coming up.
Or is that
it's
the
coming
sound
up.
of the-
I hope it's coming up. That's the sound of the crocodile. It's you probably just turned off the monitor. I hope you did. There it is. Yeah, we're good. Look how big that is.
Oh, it's the zoom.
It's the zoom, yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to see it
Dude,
in comparison.
Yeah, can we,
Crazy, though.
Can we actually? Yeah, one of those. That's actually.
Straight to the index, that brazen jewel
Yeah,
heist in
yeah.
France. A manhunt underway
turn the,
tonight. Two
volume down
burned
on
out
it?
vans abandoned, hijacked by more than a dozen armed thieves, and they had a plan.
What?
Just the volume. Oh, or not. Or not, Eric. Eric.
Not safe for work.
Straight to the index that brazen.
What video playing?
He's like, I want to see.
Burned out vans abandoned, hijacked by more than a
I
dozen.
want to know
cars.
about this
They
news
had a
event.
plan
Scoot up for-
using
yeah, there it
heavy
is.
equipment.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, here we
Tonight,
go.
check out the gator up to 13 feet long, roaming a golf
13
course in Florida.
feet.
These images now viewed hundreds of thousands of times. The golf
Why are
course
they
this is
so
not it.
close?
Well,
Anyway,
they say they give the course
there's
some charm.
there's another video, and this thing looks
No, thank you.
so fake. And you think about if you came across that, and like it wanted to kill you, it would kill you. There's nothing
easily.
you can do.
Yeah.
What is it? Moose. I was looking at a moose the other day. Those things are huge.
Crazy.
Why are they so big?
In Alaska, if they come, like, if you're at the mall or like what have you, and they come and just chill, park themselves right behind your car, like they'll just chill.
You're done.
They're
Gotta
no,
go back in the mall.
Gotta
right,
keep shopping.
but they're not moving, and they can be there for like 8 hours, 10 hours. They're not moving. It doesn't matter.
God.
Yeah, they will. So you're stuck until they decide to move, and they just chill. Yeah,
I thought
Yeah.
they were like the size of horses. Nope.
No,
they're
much
bigger.
bigger.
They're way
bigger.
bigger. Them horns.
Oh shoot! Adam Greentree was that's good. Adam Greentree was on a moose hunt, and he had killed a moose, and it was huge, right? And then they carved it up, and then they were hauling the first load out, and when they came back, because they had like a few guys with them, they couldn't haul all of it out all at once. That's how big it is.
Crazy.
So they were coming back for the second one. A bear had claimed it. It had buried
Claimed.
it had buried it,
Nah, dog. That's me.
and they were like,
Can you
They-
imagine the bear coming? Thanks. I got this, y'all.
yeah. They talk
Jeez.
about Steve Ranella talks about a story where he was on this island with a few guys that were hunting bear, and it's called just Bear Island because there's so many bears. They had killed something. I don't know if it was another bear. I'm pretty sure it was another bear. Anyway, they're at camp that night, and then another bear literally comes charging into their camp. No one died. Literally, one of the guys got on top of the bear.
That's alpha.
It's one of the most insane stories. You guys got to check it out. YouTube, Steve Ranella bear story on Joe Rogan. You're listening to it going, how are you alive? It's one of those stories where like you should be dead, and this was like a weird glitch in the matrix that you're still alive. And one of the guys got on top of the bear. Can you? That's
How do you?
story for the
What,
ages.
yeah. What happens when you're on top of a
And
bear?
dude, I see a bear at the zoo, and I'm like, I don't know what I would do if that thing charged at me. I really
They're
don't know.
fast.
Beta.
Yeah.
They're fast.
What? Fuck you. Let me tell you guys a great story about one of the bitch moments. So we're on a golf course, just hitting some golf balls. This deer comes along, male buck. He's just eating grass, right? And then he's a little like, what's it called?
Startled.
Yeah, twitchy, whatever you're saying. But then he goes back to eating grass. Then he starts walking towards us, but kind of like at an angle away. And we're all.
Not necessarily an angle away. It was kind of flank. He flanked us.
Yeah, that's the sound of an
He
alpha, for
flanked-
sure. Yeah, for sure. And anyway, he flanked us. And I'm just admiring his beauty. So are the other people there. And I see Jonte. You can watch on the YouTube. He's just like this. If the deer's
Not
there,
making eye contact.
Yeah, he's not making eye contact. Not making eye contact. And I'm looking that deer straight in the eyes.
Hey, first of all, this deer comes out of nowhere, chilling, right? There's like, 6, 7 of us just hitting, so we're at the range. We're just hitting golf balls. He's in the area where we're hitting, right? And the deer doesn't even notice any of us. People are talking. People are kind of loud. They're having conversations. The deer is dumb, doesn't hear anything. He's just moseying along, thinking he's doing his thing, thinking he's in the wild, eating his grass. And then he comes up even closer, doing his thing. And this thing has horns. It has like furry, fuzzy horns. I'm sorry. I'm not from Oklahoma. I'm not from the woods. I'm not from where animals just roam. I'm sorry. I'm a city kid. Okay, you give me some city animals.
No one's
I like whatever.
debating it.
Like squirrels.
Got it. So anyway, and then the deer gets closer. The deer gets closer, kind of like parallel where another golfer, if they wanted to occupy that like spot to hit the ball, that's where the deer came up. And then the deer kind of like looked at us and it was like, oh shit, where'd you guys come from? Like the deer looked at us shocked, like, I did not know you guys were here. And the deer was there
Very
for like a good
non-threatening.
10 minutes. No, it was more like, yo, what the fuck? And then he stood there, and then he started staring us down. And I'm like, yo, Wesam, you see him? Like, yeah, I see him. I'm like,
Yeah, I see
yo,
him. I'm making eye contact. That's
We
why
see
I
him.
see him.
Oh.
And he's looking away like this. John
Yeah.
just like has his head down. I don't want to
oh,
upset him.
I'm sorry. Everything I've read about mountain lions, about these animals in the wild, you
In the
don't
world?
give eye contact.
I
You
give
give eye contact, they are coming at you.
I always give eye
That
contact.
thing had horns. I got golf clubs. I'm sorry. Horns versus golf clubs, that mofo got me. So
That's true.
I'm protecting myself.
No, spoken like
I'm protecting myself.
Spoken like a true alpha. Spoken like a true alpha. Hey, if you're watching this on the YouTube, comment below.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have
Alpha or
the
beta?
balls to get on top of bears and ride ostriches. I'm sorry, I love my life. I love my life.
Spoken like a true alpha.
Like a true alpha.
Dude, let me tell you
I'm
something.
drinking my coffee.
Dude,
His soy milk.
You know what?
and coffee.
Soy milk.
I want, you know what? We should do our version of the Titan games.
Cole, you have any input? Oh, never mind. You handled deer in St. Louis. I forgot. You went
That's right.
to
You're-
college in the woods.
you're sitting next to a guy who's-
right
who's
where
been
there's
charged
deer
by a buck.
everywhere.
Wait,
That's
wait.
right. I'm sorry.
Are you supposed? Wait, now, real question then. Do you make eye contact with deers?
Yes.
Sorry, Jonte.
Yeah, I can make. I can't.
I don't make eye
There's
contact with
dogs.
like wolves.
That's true.
Right.
Cats.
Like
I make
aggressive-
icon.
Okay,
Yo,
that's fair.
that's those are city animals, or like, you know what I mean.
Okay.
A little wild feral, like, you know, dog or a cat or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Squirrels, talk to them. Got you. Like, you know what I mean. Possums,
Squirrel whisperer.
raccoons,
let 'em
skunks.
be.
Got you.
Yo, possums are mean though, man.
I don't care. I'll kick a possum.
Whoa.
Like,
Peter,
Yeah. Hopefully Pete is not listening.
yeah, but like P22. Nah, man, you got it.
No, I wouldn't
You
look.
got it.
all you.
Prehistoric ostriches? Nah, man. Here, I'll throw the food at you. You don't have to eat the food out my hand. I don't. No, I'm good. What if that ostrich is super hungry? That one haven't got fed in like weeks, and he sees food in your hand. He's actually going for your
We
hand.
need to do like
I'm
a
good.
video
Calculated risk.
outside of this podcast.
I'm good.
I love you
Of an
so
ostrich
much.
farm.
Like a video documentary.
Yo,
Yeah.
Man.
When we go to Japan,
Following us and
I'm-
animals and
I got a great treat for us.
We don't. My people, my family. I didn't grow up like that, man. I grew up in the city, man.
You grew up in San Fran, right? Or
Actually, I
there?
grew up. I was born there, but I grew up in
Oh.
Ohio, North Carolina. North Carolina was wild to me. It was crazy. It was the first place I ever lived that there was like no freeways in where I lived. I was in high school. That was crazy because it was the country,
Are
not
you
city.
being serious?
I'm being this
I've
serious.
never known you lived in North Carolina. I knew
Yeah.
you were in, like, quote unquote art
I
brat.
graduated high school in North Carolina.
wow.
It was weird. It was like back roads. I felt claustrophobic.
What year?
City boy. Late 90s.
Wow. No, this is actually kind of surprising. That
When,
this took a
when
weird
I
turn.
went through my
know,
first
funny.
hurricane.
Got real.
Went through my
real.
first hurricane. The first 2 months I was there. That was scary as shit. I usually see that shit on TV.
Right.
Not be.
How bad
like,
was it? Like,
Oh, it was. There was a tree that fell in front of the house. We couldn't get out the house from the front door. In fact, because we were new, I went to a real talk. I went to a school that I wasn't supposed to go to because it was like a better school. The school that I was like in the district, it was like a bad school. So I went to a school that was like a couple cities, towns over, and at the time, when we first got there, I didn't drive. So my dad there was no bus that can take me to school. So my dad would take me to school, and so we were all let out of school pretty early because the hurricane is coming. School was let out like at 12. Everybody bounced. The janitors, the principals.
Jeez.
It's just me, and I'm in the front of the school, and this is at the time of. I was gonna say no cell phones. That is the ages me. I think this was maybe cell phones. But I remember like getting to the payphone and like calling my dad's office, like saying, can you pick me up? Like, I'm ready.
Wait. Before, hold on.
It's late 90s.
Everybody left the school and you stayed?
How was I supposed to get home?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I was new. I had just moved to North
So they
Carolina,
just
so I didn't really have any.
abandoned
I didn't really have any like. I mean, I have friends, but
There was no buses that took, or it was all like.
this is
like a
not
few
the city.
cities away.
This is like and like school bus wise. No, I was
Sounds
going to school
traumatizing,
outside the
right?
district, so I didn't.
Everyone's
So my
leaving,
dad
you're
would take
still
me.
alone.
So
Teachers
I'm in the
helping?
front of the school, seeing that flagpole just like whirl was like it was crazy, and then seeing the sky get darker and
know,
darker.
I'm getting
It's
kinda
like
like-
around 1. No. So school was left out at like 12. I think my dad didn't pick me up till like 3. And I'm there like, yo, it gets darker and darker. It's like 2 p.m. and it's dark. That's not, that's new in my world.
Were you outside the
and
whole
it's-
time?
Yes, in the front. Scared as shit.
abandoned?
Yes. And then again, it's the South. It's not like
Ostriches
there's a whole
walking
bunch
by.
of houses around. My school, it felt like it was in the middle of
Explains
woods. There was a
everything.
whole bunch of trees everywhere. And so and then to get to my school was it was like 1 or 2 routes. It was like all back roads. And I'm scared as shit. And like a hurricane, the winds are picking up. And I'm like, this is how I die. Like this is how I die. And then my dad finally comes and it's not over because now we got to drive through that to get home. Because again, I don't live like close by. So
my
scared as shit on the drive home. Like it's swirling. It was Hurricane Fran. One of the scariest. Oh, hold on. And I have a water bed. And the tree is in front of my window, so I'm nervous to go to sleep that night. And so you hear other kids and other like crazy fools because I guess people who are used to hurricanes, they're out at night. Woo! You can hear them. I'm like, they are crazy. What are they doing outside? They're like running around because it's fun for them. Not for me, city boy. This is my first hurricane. Know nothing about hurricanes, so I'm in the hallway,
Traumatized.
on the ground because I'm nervous and I didn't want to wake up with my with a tree through my window and me drowning in my waterbed. So. So I slept in the
Fair.
hallway, and then woke up to a tree in our front, like
Wow.
right in front of our door. We couldn't even open the door, so we had to leave out the back door. That's crazy. But the cool thing because it was on a military base. The next like week, all the soldiers were the ones doing all the cleanup duty.
wow.
So it was really cool in terms of the base got cleaned up quick. So, but
Dude, first of all, that is probably the scariest thing to wake up, or not wake up to, but be in as a kid. You know what I mean?
Alone?
Yeah.
Like everybody
Yeah,
leaves the
by
school,
yourself.
goes bye. Nobody stayed with you. Nobody nothing. Like
they didn't know.
Literally a nightmare. That's what nightmares are made of.
Second, I'm still astounded that you grew up in North Carolina. I know that sounds like
You gotta go back there.
yeah, because I always am so surprised when I find out stuff about my friends I never knew before. So now I know something about you I didn't know. That's so weird. You never brought that up. That's like an insane story. And then when did you come back to California?
Right after that, I was only there for 2 years. So then I graduated high school, and then I went back to San Francisco for college, and then graduated, and then came down here.
Just happened.
Do you guys have any scary stories like that as kids?
I mean, growing up in the Midwest, you always have like the tornadoes and things like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, you guys experienced that too.
Yeah.
Although I got to a point like your boys that were like running around out there. We do the same thing. Like a tornado sign
Yeah.
would go off, and we go outside
To watch,
Be like,
yeah.
Where is it? Where's it
Yeah.
coming? You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not.
I like that kind of. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know
Yeah.
what's wrong with me. What about you?
I love it. That's like with the megalophobia thing, especially nature. Anything like the tornadoes, I always was fascinated by that. Would go outside and watch, just like this thing could
See, I love
kill
life.
us all.
I love life. So that type of stuff.
See, we're so different because, like, by the way, I got so many people messaging me and people grabbing me and going, "Hey, what are you doing running in the rain in the dark during when the rain, was happening?"
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And I was
yeah.
running on my trail.
Yeah.
By the way, I looked like a crazy person.
See, I dig that though. Like that, I dig. I can do that
Okay.
because that's city life. Or like, you know what I mean. We're in Griffith Park in the middle of Los Angeles. Like,
But
you know
if
what
it
I
was
mean.
like
Like
some Oklahoman
and
woods.
I found it so exhilarating because the rain wasn't like totally insane, but it was enough to be like, oh, I have to like, this is making my usual workout a lot different. And I'm completely soaked, so that's a new element I'm dealing with. And it's still dark. By the way, I did get scared by a bird, just so you know. A bird flew right in front of me. I got scared. I like jumped up a little bit and laughed and thought of you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you doing that for my comfort?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of birds.
Okay.
All right.
Just alarmed.
Okay. Just alarm.
Oh, okay.
Just alarm.
Anyway, then I got an adrenaline rush because of that, and I like that feeling. And especially when I got to the top and it really started pouring, and I'm just by myself up there. There's nobody out there, and like, oh, if it goes down, like, you know, if it gets really bad, like, I'm on my own, and I
Yeah.
like that feeling. Like, okay, let's see what I'm gonna do, and it makes me a little nervous, but it makes me more excited than anything. That's why I loved skydiving for your 30th birthday.
Oh, that was so fun.
You guys skydive?
Yeah.
Dude!
That was awesome.
What?
Best
we need
experience.
we need a skydive. This group right here.
Skydive?
I'm
I
down.
would love to do
When
that.
do you wanna
I've been wanting to go at
When do you wanna
least
go?
one more time.
When do you wanna go?
Yo, let's do this.
When do you wanna go?
Yo, let's get this on the docket.
We'll get Michael. Michael,
Yes.
if you listen to this, Michael's coming too. Let's all go.
Bring the ladies too if they want.
We'll do a
know that.
podcast before, like half
Yo.
an
While
hour.
we're skydiving.
While we're skydiving.
No.
Worst idea ever.
I get it.
Both of you
Again,
die.
I love life. I love life.
We'll do half of it before and half of it after.
Yeah. We can record. Can we record something like on the way, like driving
Sure.
up, like through?
Oh, that's too much sound stuff.
Probably be
Oh, that's
loud.
true. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be
we
crazy.
just get there a little early. We have coffee.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Dude,
Perfect.
I recorded
would
last,
love that.
Dude, last week we recorded on my phone because we were having some technical issues. Sounded great. These fucking things are amazing.
Yeah, it's
now.
incredible.
You like. Hey, you can record a podcast on your iPhone 10.
Right.
I'm just
right,
saying.
right. Well,
You don't need
we're
the studio.
we're at the point. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen those articles, but we're at the point where every time a new phone comes out, you're actually good with your phone. Like you can keep your phone as long as it, like until the wheels fall off, because the phones are so good now. You can have an 8 or a 7, and you're
The
still
o-
good.
The only issue is, and Apple's made an announcement about this. Whenever they update the software, they optimize it for the new.
For the new,
phone
of,
and
yeah,
for
of
the new
course,
software.
of course.
There are settings now you can manage, but I do the next 12 thing where every 12 months you kind of just lease this phone. As long
That's
as
what I
it's in
wanna
good
do, yeah,
condition.
yeah.
And then you just upgrade to the next one. And what's nice about that is new battery, brand new phone, all the new little things that come with it. It's the same kind of platform, and you just stay on top of things. You don't have to worry about, like, man, this is getting kind of old, the battery, or there's just some little weird things. Nope, new phone, I'm just leasing it, and you never pay the full price of it, which I love. Because as good as this thing is, I'm not going to pay $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right.
forget it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, what happened?
Especially when a new one
break
comes out,
it?
like in like
Exactly.
2 years.
That's the thing. Whenever it gets upgraded, when it gets upgraded, what were you going to say?
Well, just what happens if you drop it or something or crack?
Well, that's why you got to be careful or get insurance, the $10 a month thing.
And who does that nowadays? I mean, honestly, like,
I don't have it.
oh, sorry.
I don't have
Okay,
it.
sorry, Eric.
I don't have
No, I meant like drop it. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had phones for so long that we should know. I mean, it's like who I don't know. It's like who gets.
I'll tell you what. How about this, guys? For 2019, and I really want to do this.
first person to drop their phone.
First person to drop the phone. No, I want us to go skydiving. I want us to have these awesome experiences. Like, I really cherish now experiences and more than like material things. You know, when certain people are asking me, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday?" I'm like, you know what? Nothing. And if
Okay.
they're insistent, it's like, you know what? Let's just go out to a really nice dinner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And let's both enjoy it, because I just don't like doing, like, giving things anymore, because I'm becoming a lot more minimalist. By the way, I don't know if I mean, for people who've been in my apartment, it's very already kind of bare. I'm already looking at my room now going, all right, what else can we get rid of, or what haven't I used in years?
Yeah, I love that.
I'm
Same
telling
way.
you,
Yeah.
my drawers, everything, I'm feeling like it's so freaking efficient, and it allows me to focus on acting so much more. By the way, got a great self-tape that we got to work on tomorrow morning. If
nice.
that's cool.
Yep.
It's a really cool thing.
Cool.
So let's make a really strong effort, because we're going to Japan. We're going to Japan
Done.
this next year. We got to start planning. I found great ways for us to save money. By the way, do you see the flight prices on those?
Yeah.
$500.
drop.
Me.
Round
I was
trip.
looking.
Because on Black Friday they were down to 300 for a round trip to
up.
Japan. And
We'll be. I
It's
will
like
be fine.
Oklahoma.
Dude, it's so
Yeah.
easy
We'll
to
be
fly
fine.
international.
For
like
business
that.
class,
Oh,
though.
and this guy is Mr. International. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Business class though.
Yes,
yeah.
I have every time
It's a
I've
little
flown.
bit.
I mean, this is No. You can do it for a good price. Like every time I've flown overseas, it's always been business class.
It's gonna be so much funner if we just sit by.
That sounds.
No, yeah, it sounds
douchey.
pretentious. Yeah,
But
yeah.
no.
We know who you are. Your
Yeah,
true
it
colors
does.
are coming out.
It
Your true
does.
colors are coming out.
City boy.
City boys like.
I'm just saying, once you experience something, you don't want to go back to the other. So, I mean,
Let's try.
Yeah, I agree
No,
with that.
but I promise you, if you're riding coach with like your best friends,
of course.
it's so much better than riding coach alone. Like it makes the flight go by so much quicker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Because the biggest problem I have is I get antsy on planes.
You get antsy in general.
I do. Exactly. Yeah. Imagine me on a 16-hour flight from Dubai to LA.
Do you like the aisle seat or the middle? Or
I love
I have. Go ahead.
flying. I mean, for some reason, I get the most work done.
Really?
Really?
At the airport, on the plane, I'm just like, I could read 18 chapters, finish a book or something. Right? It's weird.
That's
I don't know.
very.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
I don't know why.
I'm window guy because I have to. If I'm taking a long flight, I want to have something to lay on. But there is that issue whenever you have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Inconvenience
So for that, because I do drink a lot of water, but for flights I don't drink just because of that reason. When I fly, I'm 6 again, so I have to sit at the window. There's like the little boy in me loves. So, fun fact: growing up, I've always wanted to be a commercial pilot. Fun fact.
Really?
I love
That's a
flying.
fun
I
fact.
love flying.
learn new shit about
so like every time I fly now, window all the time. I'm so fascinated. I always want to go to the flight deck and like ask questions and watch and see everything. I'm the type of guy, because we live so close to the Burbank airport. If I'm driving off of Vineland or something and there's a plane coming in, I'm the guy that almost gets into an accident because I'm just staring at the plane. It's so fascinating to me. So fascinating. I want to sit and just like watch planes. That is my happy place.
Oh, I love
so
that,
at the
yeah.
airport, as much as I want to do work or listen to podcasts or what have you, if we're at a gate where like I can see planes coming in, I'm at the window while we're waiting to get on the plane, so I'm watching everything. My mom used to work when I lived in Ohio. My mom used to work for one of the airlines, and so one day it was like take your kid to work day. And my dad was disappointed that I didn't want to go to like sit in the office all day doing Army stuff. I actually rather go. I mean, who kid wouldn't want to go to the airport? So she took me out on. So she was like handling the baggage stuff, and so I would go out on the little the tug cart. And like push the plane back. The pilots are waving at me. I would come in and like I would be next to the guy bringing in the plane. Like that stuff was my jam. I love that stuff. So for me, when I fly, I'm 6. I'm like this wonder, like this kid wonder. I love flying.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
I've it sucks because I've kind of lost that fun aspect of flying, especially like the last 3 years, especially last year. And when you fly for like crappy family stuff, you know, you just want to get there as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Southwest has been my friend because it just flies out of Burbank and goes to the desert cities because I love those cities because there's very little weather problems. So it's like the quickest way I can get from LA to Tulsa.
Vegas.
LA. By the way, if you ever go to Vegas, don't ever take the drive. Just
No, fly. It's so much
Gosh.
faster.
Yeah.
and you will enjoy the trip 1,000 times more. Remember that
And,
mistake
and it's
you made?
almost the same price, kind of, if you think about it.
You can get a good deal.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if you got the money, spend just like $50 extra. Take the plane ride.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. No, but I really want to do stuff next year. I know we all have like we got to focus on money stuff, and that's part of life. But like, my dad worked in a restaurant for 25 years, and he didn't struggle, but he sacrificed a lot for our family, and we didn't have as many experiences, and we're playing catch up right now. Do you know what I mean? So I want to try to like balance that as much as possible with my group of friends that I like hanging out with, because man, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, and we're not gonna be able to take any of the money with us. So it's like experience, grow from those experiences, have fun. I think that's one of my biggest goals. So I definitely want to go skydiving again. Have you gone?
Never been. No. Always wanted to.
As an artist, you have to go. Have you?
Never. And I have such a fear of falling
Do it.
So it's like the perfect thing
Yeah.
to do.
Ooh, yes,
Yeah.
conquer,
Terrifies me,
man.
man.
Yo,
Terrifies
I
me.
love squaring up and facing your fears head on. as silly as that
Do
sounds
you?
from this show,
you?
but seriously,
Do you?
yes, I
Bird
do.
sanctuary?
Always, yes, we can do that. I'm actually down.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, cool.
Yeah, skydiving.
no contract.
Noted.
I think we
Noted.
should.
Fast forward to like 6 months from now.
That's all right. I'm there though. I'm there. Are you kidding me? Skydiving? Do you remember that whole experience?
I didn't know
My
you that
guy.
well.
I hated my guy. So like you know how you tandem, right? So
I don't know about
the girls. So I was able to convince. So it's 12 of us all together. I was able to convince at least 9 or 10 other people to go skydiving for their first time for my birthday. We did it big. So the females in our group, all the like tandem guys that went with them loved them. They were all like flirting and stuff. I guess because they get to be all snug or whatever. My guy, I hated my guy. It was my birthday. And my guy was like, "Oh, you see them? You got to be more like them." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm good." And then he goes, "No, you're nervous." I said, "Man, I'm not nervous. Like, I'm good. I'm excited." "Yeah, but you're nervous." "Dude, you saying that? You're making me nervous. Stop. Like, I want to have fun. Let's do this." And he's like, "Yeah, but you got to loosen up." I'm like, "Dude, if you don't," I'm like, "I want another guy." And so
You want another guy?
You want
I
another
told
and
you.
so
He
this
wanted you to
guy,
loosen up.
yeah,
You
and
loosen- you wouldn't-
and
Wait, you thought
loosen
you were
up.
loose with him?
Yeah, you weren't loose with the guy?
No, I'm being serious.
well,
being
I'm
serious.
not. I'm not really fascinated like Josh is in big things.
Yeah, that's a whole other aspect we gotta really address.
So then, like, yo, it was such an incredible experience jumping out of that plane. But then when we got down, he said, "Yeah, you were stiff." I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna punch you, man. I'm sorry that you've jumped out of a plane 6,000 times and this is my first time." I was like, "Fuck off. Let me have
It's
my
all a
true
metaphor.
emotions. Let me experience my true
That was your-
emotions. Like, it's my first time, dude.
Yeah.
First
like,
time.
relax."
It's his first time he wants to experience his true emotions, jumping out of a plane. The guy's done it 6,000 times. I get it. That's cool. I want to skydive though.
He looks like he's going to punch you in the face.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Josh skydive.
Dude, I have a feeling he's going to pee himself.
I might.
Might
That'd be
pee on
pretty
the guy,
funny.
too.
I wonder what. Yeah.
No, I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about. Dude,
Experiences.
I seriously want to go again. Again, I didn't know you had such a bad time with your guy.
Yeah, he was a dick.
My guy was like weird, like a stop. I can't with you guys.
Poor choice of words.
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
Poor
Yeah,
choice.
So
Crazy.
silly. Jonte, don't listen to them. They're just silly.
Don't listen.
They're silly billies. He was like Welsh, my guy, and he had this crazy accent, and he was like huge, and he was like, "You having a good time?" or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, man." Yeah.
Was he like talking to you like mid falling or like when you're in the plane? Can you hear anything when you're
in-
falling?
You can only hear your ears pop.
I just hear. It's very intense.
That's gonna be a GIF. Do we have that? Did we record it? Okay. You have to do it again. What was it like? That's perfect. That's great. That's a GIF. So please, if you're watching this, make a GIF out of that for me, and that's gonna be the one I send out to everybody. Dude,
It's the most exciting thing.
My gosh. Okay. I'm trying to think if I should even show this on the YouTube. Yeah, I might have to. Okay. No. Actually, you don't even have to see it on the YouTube. You could find it on the internet now. Hey guys, it's one of the most embarrassing things. By the way, when do you have to leave?
I'm good.
You're good.
Got an hour.
I forgot we didn't get our picture with you beforehand.
No, that's fine.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
So, this chick got engaged, and she took a photo of her engagement ring, and she sent it to all her family and like her grandma and everything, and it was like a nice ring. I'm gonna show you guys the
Do you know
photo.
her?
No, this is a friend of a friend of a friend, and it's become a viral photo. Oh, here it is, and I just want to show you the picture real quick. There you go, Eric. You see it? By the way, Eric, you're coming skydiving. You know that, right? Okay.
He knows.
Eric just nods. So this is the photo. It's a diamond ring. Beautiful, right? And if you're on YouTube, because I don't want to show this on YouTube because we'll get actually kicked off. I just realized that. But I'll show you the picture first. And it's just the picture of a diamond ring. Is this the one? Yeah, we're good. There it is. Cool. So it's a beautiful diamond ring. She's excited. She sent it to her grandparents, her mom, dad, extended family, everybody. Hey, did you know what live videos are on iPhone?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
The worst possible thing.
I can't even imagine it. I'm trying to think of like what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What,
what could be?
okay,
Right.
what would be a horrible thing that could happen?
I can't.
With a live video.
I mean, obviously
With the
some sort of
ring?
nudity.
Yeah, that's
okay,
what I was gonna say.
Gotta
some
be.
sort of
Oh.
nudity. Cool.
Cheating on-
I
yeah.
just
I don't
want to
even know.
make sure the camera can't see.
Oh,
this,
well,
right?
he said we
Yeah.
get kicked
Yeah,
off,
okay.
so it might be that.
Yeah. So come on around, and I'm gonna play the video for the live video for you. You guys ready?
I missed it.
Sorry, 1 second.
Oh. And that goes out.
That's
Ooh,
out everywhere.
gross.
That's the fiance.
With this dong out.
I guessed that.
Wow.
If it wasn't the fiance,
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh God.
what a way to start the marriage.
Ooh.
Everybody. You being a silly Billy with your fiance, waddling over.
That's one of those things that like because it's like newer that like you're not on your P's and Q's about.
Right.
Ooh, yo,
Dude,
technology
you're married.
nowadays. That's
Can you imagine that? Oh, I bet you can't. It's hard.
He's mortified.
It's more.
Oh God.
In-laws, everybody, and you're like,
You can't undo it.
You can't.
No.
Can't
There's literally
delete
nothing
the
you
thing
can do.
you sent. Oh.
No.
That's a lazy dick too.
Why isn't Jonte laughing?
Come on, laugh, Jonte.
What's
I wasn't looking.
you?
Oh.
I
I wasn't paying attention.
Gosh.
That's my first time seeing it. You've been
Yeah.
I'm sure Josh is gonna be like, is that large enough? I don't know. Am I obsessed with that? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't fit
not
my
big enough.
qualifications are large.
A little lazy.
Look at it! Look at it, Jonte. Man,
I love that.
I'm so upset with you. I know. I'm so upset.
He's too alpha to look at it.
Way too alpha.
Way
He
too
doesn't look at it in the eye. He doesn't want to.
That is for a damn sure. That is for a damn sure.
Well done. Well done, Cole.
The one-liners are great.
You know.
He could look at it in the
You
eye.
gotta swoop in every once in a while.
That was
Very
good one-upmanship.
Wow. What?
We Sam does though, huh? Because he's alpha.
Looks at
Because
Yeah.
He's
he's alpha.
alpha.
Yeah.
I mean, got to.
straight in the
He's
eye.
alpha.
Look it in the
Right down the barrel,
in the one eye,
I'm
right
not-
down the barrel.
I'm not even.
No joke.
As they
Had a
say.
guest acting teacher in college who came in, and he was a little weird, and he had like a few guest spots, and we thought he was like, you know, like a big time working actor in LA, but he had worked only like a few guest spops, you know. So of course it's just so funny looking back on it, like.
Yeah, the perspective.
Yeah. You're struggling. And so he was like teaching acting on camera or whatever, and he kept calling the camera don't be afraid of this one-eyed monster. Don't be afraid of this one-eyed monster.
Say
no,
Dude.
Pick a different
Phrase.
And he was an older guy, so he had no clue the modern meaning of it. And dude, I'm shaking in my chair, and everybody behind
could only imagine.
knows what the fuck I'm laughing about, and they're like, "Pull it together, man!" Like our hardcore acting teacher's there, and every time he would say it, I would just like,
He's like talking to a girl. He's like, "No, don't be afraid of it." God.
Dude, it was awesome. Oh my god.
Just stare straight down the barrel.
So we got skydiving for
Okay.
next year. We got to
Japan.
do Japan trip that we're doing.
With bird sanctuaries
Bird
and
Let's do it.
Murakami Museum.
What else are we doing? Oh, I want to go to that Murakami Museum.
You know what we got to do again? That's really fun. Go-kart
Go-kart.
racing. Yes. So competitive. Yes. That we have to do.
That.
Let me just-
I forgot all
Wait,
about that.
do I need to show pictures?
Hey,
Because I'm the
first of
champion.
all, no.
Wait.
First of all,
Champion,
fuck you.
champion here. That's right. That's
This is
right.
why.
That's right. Because I'm good.
Motherfucker.
Because I'm good.
We all had technical difficulties with our fucking go-karts. That's the only reason.
Down.
Yeah, that's the only reason you won. You
There
were
was
a
no
horrible
such thing as.
driver.
Oh, horrible.
Horrible.
Oh, horrible. I lapped your ass so many times. Get out.
Dude.
Get out. Get out of the studio. Right now. Get out.
Get out?
Get out. We running it now. Hey, just because I'm a champion and an alpha in a city sport.
Hey, for my
Wait, so what happened? What
Was
happened?
knocking behind me. I was like, yeah, go.
Sam ended up in like 8th place or something, and I was in,
Hey,
I
Michael.
think, 2nd.
Yeah.
Or Cole.
Yeah, what's up?
I placed.
Fuck, man. I'm sick of this shit. I've got another one of these fuckers who has 2 names. Now I gotta call you Cole and Michael throughout. Michael changed his name to Cole Kelly, which is awesome for acting, which is really exciting. It's a new chapter in your life.
Yeah.
But it's fucked everything up for me. Because I've got another friend here. By the way, you too, Anthony. Your real name's Anthony.
My real name is also Jonte, just to let you know. Both my names are real. Jonte is just my middle.
Eric, I swear to God, if you tell me your name isn't Eric.
Give me your driver's license.
Hey, this is what happened. This go-kart place.
Oh, we're back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's talk about my victory.
Yeah, don't interrupt. We had these rounds. You do a prelim, I believe, and then like
Your place,
a place for the next round.
Yeah.
Oh, you yeah.
Did two.
So
Like
you did
pro
2.
go-kart and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Facts.
You get
Everybody's-
like the
It's a place
stats
in Burbank?
Like you get stats, no, down south.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So everybody's car was working fine in
Yeah.
the prelim.
Yeah.
And nobody's car broke down or anything. And they're all charged by batteries because they don't, I believe, right? Or,
Yeah.
Charged by batteries, so they're all electrical. Which, if anybody knows anything about go-kart racing, that a lot of problems can happen because of that.
All right, I'll continue. You're speaking.
I hope you're on that lease program. Anyway.
As he's speaking, guys. Do you see Wesam anywhere?
Hey, don't
in this
go to that camera. Don't go to that camera. I'm telling you,
Anywhere.
don't go to that
Do you
camera.
see Wesam anywhere in that picture? I do not see Wesam anywhere in that
dear.
picture.
Yeah. So, whenever we got placed in the prelims, I was like first, I believe.
Yeah.
And Jonte was way in the back, because he's
First
a
time?
horrible driver.
Nope, first time.
It was my first time too.
I was just trying to figure it out.
It was my first time too.
Yeah, you're
And
also a
you didn't
horrible
figure
driver in
out
real life.
close enough.
Sorry.
How many accidents you been in?
0, homie.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, 0 for me too.
Knock on wood.
Who drives a Mini Cooper?
Mini Cooper S, baby.
Oh, drive
Have you seen the
sport.
Italian Job? Yo, do you know what city we live in?
Yeah, me and 12 other
I bet
people.
you I can find parking better than anyone here.
Yeah, because you drive a Mini Cooper.
That's right. That's
Anyway,
right.
So during the
Stick.
the second
Qualifying,
the second race, the final. so
Yeah.
like, a lot of people, their go karts just like started slowing down immediately. Like they
And
just
they would
ran out of
just
juice.
stop.
They would just stop, and they'd have to get you another thing, or they'd have to push you, or like, hey, you need to use this, and then like everybody's like. While that's happening, everybody's passing you.
It was like half the people's.
You weren't there, and
So other people kept
You
going.
weren't
and it
there.
was like,
Oh, that pissed me off so much.
yeah. And we're
Yeah.
like, and I was thinking,
And-
oh, okay, they'll
You weren't
fix
there.
it and then we'll reset it and start
weren't
again.
there.
But what are you talking? And they fixed it. I don't know how they fixed it, and then they just kept going, and then
Yeah,
the race
and
finished.
they were
And it was
like,
like,
this doesn't. And then
There's
Jonte,
no way that
Cole,
Jonte
Cole.
with the fucking balls on him driving by goes,
That's right,
yeah,
baby.
I'm passing you. Yeah, 'cause
Hey.
my thing doesn't
Hey.
fucking work.
because I can't move.
first of all, excuses, and Wesam is 100% right. Everyone's car did have problems. Guess what? My car had problems too.
No, it
And I
didn't.
still, yes, it did. Yes, it did. And I still placed. Yes,
Well,
it did.
The only way to settle this is to go back and do it again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm going to
easy.
tell you straight up.
I'm defending my crown.
I mean, I'm gonna
Your
take that
fake
number one
crown.
spot.
What's it like?
Crown of lies.
Yeah. What's it like sitting on a crown of lies? How do you go to bed at night? What's it like?
It feels good, man. You know,
Good being a liar? Good
beating,
being a bad person?
beating you in a race.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay.
It's gotta be a rematch.
I mean, this
Yeah.
guy wakes
There
up
has
at
to be.
3:30 in the morning. You know, he goes running with mountain lions, and to beat him in a city sport, yeah, it feels good. That was my domain. You know,
City sport? You just called Go-kart racing a city sport?
Feels good. Is it a jungle sport? Do you go kart in the woods?
I mean, is
on
it
the mountains?
Is it a sport though? Is go-karting on ESPN?
That's a good point.
It could. They
It
got
definitely
Little
could
League
be.
World Series on ESPN, so why not
I'd watch
go-kart?
go-karting.
They got poker on ESPN, so
that
why
they
not
do. I'd
go-kart
watch
racing,
go-kart,
you know?
yeah.
That's not a sport.
Poker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not here to like debate if that's a sport or not. Take it up with ESPN. I don't.
Not
I don't-
sport.
Let's call him.
Yeah, I don't.
yeah.
I don't run that network. I
It's
don't
more
know.
a game of skill.
Huh?
Skill. That's more of a skill game.
Sure. Isn't sports a skill?
They have skill aspects.
Doesn't sports also have skills?
Yeah, but you don't have to be like in shape to play poker.
Do you have to be in shape to?
Yeah, but Babe
golf?
Ruth wasn't in shape playing
Yeah, you do.
baseball.
Okay.
I think so. No?
To golf? Have
Yeah.
you seen those golfers?
That's more of a sport than poker. Poker? Poker? With a weird accent there.
Peel.
Dude,
Okay.
you got me fucked up.
We got to go back.
Sorry
we
that you're
gotta go
beta
back to
when it comes
K1.
to
Yeah.
race car driving. Sorry.
So we got to
Now we got
skydive.
race
can't
car
do.
driving. Everybody
can't-
Oh, now
race
it's going to
car
the upper
driving.
echelon.
We got to skydive. We got to go kart.
Hey, we can't be great
race.
in everything.
We got to go to
Right, like, you know?
Japan.
It's true.
What else?
You know what?
That's right. I'm staring you in the eye.
Bird sanctuary.
You're
Yeah,
a,
you
you're,
can.
a, you're a city guy.
Gotta
I'm not
ride.
afraid of
Ostrich
you.
riding and
Ride
grizzly riding.
ostriches.
Wait, would I be considered a city guy?
No, you're from Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Sorry for all the Oklahomies out there.
Oklahoma.
Hey, you can't say that if you're not from Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Can't say that.
It's messed up.
That's messed up. Get out.
That's where you've crossed the line. What else?
What else can
You
we
know.
do?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Brainstorming.
Thank you for letting the alpha go.
Hey, it's your show. I'm just a guest. I'm just a guest trying to defend my title of go-kart racing.
Oh, dude, it's not a title?
I'm sorry. I have.
I swear to God,
I
I'm
have
going to
a-
destroy you in go-kart racing.
What's around my
and
neck? Are you see that?
I'm literally going to steal his phone
that.
someday and delete that
you-
picture.
Oh, it's in the cloud, baby.
Was it number one or what
Two.
is it?
It was number two.
Oh,
Yeah.
number two.
Yeah.
Ah, it's
Just
number
second
two.
place.
And notice the two brothers that placed. That ain't even our sport.
By the way, that's
the
my
two
manager.
brothers
The
placed.
white guy on the bottom was my manager. So white. And I love him to death. His name?
Shout out.
Steve Smith.
Yep. Shout out to Steve.
The most
Shout out to
white.
Steve.
Whitest
Is he
name
a
ever.
football player?
Shout out to Steve.
Can I see the picture again?
Hilarious.
See it from a distance.
Okay, he's giving the thumbs up. I love it.
And he was so casual about it. He was
What
like,
did he
yeah,
place?
you know,
Third.
first.
Dude,
Oh, he placed first. Look at
Yeah.
him sitting down. He was sitting for the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew it was up.
Disrespectful, yeah.
Very
yeah,
disrespectful.
he's like, this isn't real. So I'm just gonna sit.
But
This is a silly
brothers,
thing.
though.
I'll just sit.
But the two brothers, no?
Brothers.
I'm not going to say brothers. I feel uncomfortable. Because it's not natural for me to say that.
That makes sense.
Brothers.
Brothers.
That makes sense. That's not natural
Can,
for
can
me
you
to say.
can you imagine if I just started talking like that? That'd be so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Dude, that video I sent, by the way, respond to the videos I send you. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes
away.
the videos have like it's unavailable. It's unavailable. What am I supposed to
You
do?
gotta follow.
Follow the account.
You gotta
Yeah,
follow the
it's
account.
Sending
do.
you gold.
Yeah.
Comedy
Is
gold.
that how that works?
You got to follow.
You gotta follow it.
I've had to follow for videos.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that chick who's like, who wants to be emo now, she's like, I'm not.
Oh. Hi bye. It's so cringy.
She was like, literally saying, I know I'm a poser, but I just want, this is what I want to be now. I want to be like a poser.
I
wanna
can't
be a
even. I
poser."
didn't know what to do with that video. I couldn't even get mad.
That thread is so ridiculous.
That'll get us in
I
trouble.
love that thread.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Gotta stop.
Was it me or was it somebody that like? I think it might have been me, and I was trying to. I think I tagged someone by accident. I'm like, oh, can they read our thread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just invite them into this.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
By accident, I like
Whoop.
tagged someone. I'm like, I didn't even know you can tag someone in an Instagram message.
GM.
Welcome to
thread.
But you're a
2018.
city boy.
Yeah. City boys don't know
Yeah,
You grew
about
up
that.
in
Yeah.
the 50s. That's right.
That's no reruns, no Instagram.
I mean, you don't
no
remember
cell
I was
phones.
talking on a payphone during the hurricane.
Dude. Young Jonte, scared out of his mind on a payphone.
right.
Oh, so I did. I know we're going backwards. Sorry, but I did want to retrace our steps and back up. because you were saying something about you being on the mountain and you were scared by a bird or something.
Yeah.
It was during the rain. Cole, because I just want to talk about fear for just a little bit. Cole, do you remember when we went hiking that same trail when we were at the top in the helicopter?
Dude, did he tell you about this?
I was there. I saw it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You
That's
saw the
right.
helicopter, but
You were at a
But I saw
distance.
how close it
This
got.
is crazy. So we hiked the same mountain, right? And we see a helicopter coming from like the LA area, and it's just like coming like our direction. We're
Which is
figuring,
normal. Or, like,
yeah, it's
whatever.
like, oh, they're doing morning traffic,
Yeah.
something like that. And
No, we didn't know what type of helicopter it was at the time.
I mean, I figure it was like that early in the morning. It's got to be like
I thought it was like a tour.
traffic or something. But so they're flying like right at us, and it's just coming straight at us.
Slower.
Keeps coming
And slower.
Keeps coming, and we're like, what is happening?
It gets a little
You know,
lower.
like I thought it was gonna be like a cop thing, and we're hearing like on the
Yeah.
intercom like get down or
Yeah.
like you
Yeah,
know,
I
get off the
thought.
mountain.
What was going through my mind? Mountain lions lose. Be careful.
Oh, for sure, yeah, for sure. Like P-22 is right by you or something.
Hey, John, you might want to just lower it just a little bit so they can see your face on the camera.
yeah.
perfect.
Got it.
And so then the helicopter like instead of coming straight at us, kind of like takes like a turn, and so it's coming at us sort of like a sideways way, and it's just like hovering, and it is like, I mean, you could reach out and touch it. It was so close.
Yeah.
And then the guy sitting in the passenger seat opens up the window, sticks his hand out, and just waves to us, and then it dips and just like GTS modes.
Took off like a bat out of hell.
Yeah,
But
so fast.
real talk, Michael, for like 30, 40 seconds, what were you thinking?
I thought we were screwed. I thought something bad was going to happen.
What do you mean?
Because the way it approached and the way it just hovered and chilled and was
was
like,
like-
we were the only ones and it came up to us.
Yeah, it
I was
seems
like,
so nefarious.
they're going to open fire. Like
Something was
like
gonna
that's
happen.
that's what I was thinking. I
I
was
thought
like,
something
I
was
don't
going to
know.
happen.
I was like, I don't know. I think they're going to open fire. I don't know what's.
Yeah, I didn't know. And
Yeah.
I was playing it
Jeez.
cool. I was like, oh, I don't want to be like a wuss. So I was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, shoot me.
I stood my ground. I stood my
come
ground.
at me, bro. But I mean, I mean,
That's
if
wild.
something
There was
went down,
nowhere
I
to
gonna-
go.
I
There was
gonna
nowhere to
get-
run.
Oh, no,
There was
we're at the
nowhere to
top of the
go.
mountain.
We
What are you
were
gonna do?
SOL.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy, man.
That is wild, yeah.
And then I looked up because it was like
That'd have been loud, too.
I looked up the news that it was what it was for, and there was like nothing like 2 mountain climbers or like hiking in the morning. There was nothing.
Mountain
These
climbers, you're hiking.
we got like our we got our gear, got our lives on our backpack.
Mount St.
climbers.
Helens.
No, there was nothing. It was just the dude just came by, waved, and on his way.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Did it even happen?
I was there.
Yeah,
I
he saw it from the other
I'll be
side.
honest
Maybe
with you.
it was a dream.
It wasn't that great. It wasn't that close.
Yeah, but you saw it from like the Hollywood sign. We were in it.
touching
We were in the
hands.
thick of it. Yeah, we were giving high fives to that.
We Sam was at the
100
Griffith
yards.
Observatory, like watching it.
Dude, I need to find a better way down. I don't like going back the way I came.
You were saying that.
It's deep.
I don't mind it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind it, but I think there has to be another way. To go through Lake Hollywood, you know what I mean? Get more of a run in. I don't know, I might be wrong. It's okay if you can't find it, Eric. No. Yeah, it's all good. I'll deal with it. Gosh. Sorry, I was just thrown off because we had to go back.
Had to go back.
Awesome story.
Yeah.
We gotta go back to the island. We have to
Gotta
go
go
back.
back. Kate, we gotta go back.
Kate, Jack's still there. Was
You
it
know
Jack?
what? You know,
Yeah.
you talking about Lost?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So when I first moved to LA, I was crashing on the couch of David and Travis, and we eventually found the old place where we lived for years. But as I'm crashing on the couch, David and Travis, what was cool about them, I'd never met people who were so hardcore into TV shows before, and they would always be like, "Have you seen Lost?" or like whatever show. But when they told me about Lost, I was like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it." Like, you need to watch it. And I was like, "Oh cool, yeah, I'll check it out." They're like, "No, we have all of the DVDs and everything. You need it because you need to catch up with us whenever the new season starts." And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool. I've never been part of a group like this." And I was like, this is awesome.
Let's do it, guys.
I hated that show.
What?
I will come over and
got-
watch with you guys.
This is what happened. First season, loved it. I was like, wow, this is real. I have so many questions. I hope they get answered soon. Second season, halfway through, I'm like, hey, answer at least one of the questions. Because I'm getting mad. End of the second season, I'm like,
More questions.
more questions? Then God
Less
help
answers.
you. If episode 1 of season 3 doesn't answer some of them, I'm gonna not watch this show.
Blood red mad.
Blood red mad.
Wow.
Halfway through season 3, I said, fuck this show. I don't give a shit. It's horrible. Bye. Never turned it on again.
No, it's not about the
I cannot
answers. It's about
wait.
the journey.
I
It's about
cannot
the
wait till you work with
experience.
Wow.
Sam.
Who?
J.J. Abrams. I cannot wait till you work with him.
You
That's
know
right.
what? It just wasn't for me. And you trying to throw me underneath the bus?
No. I'm just saying.
trying to ruin
no,
you.
stuff
Trying to
like
ruin
that.
my career?
No, stuff like that. I like can't wait to like talk to the creator, especially when you're like on good speaking terms. Like, yo, okay, here's the deal.
Dude, I'm telling you straight up. I was like, just tell me what happens at the end. When you guys were watching the last episode, I was like, somebody just tell me what happens. Cool.
Oh.
Purgatory? Awesome.
It's
Got
not
it.
good. The ending was not good.
I love the ending. Are you kidding?
I was very upset.
See, I think you fell into one of two camps. Either you really loved the show
Yeah.
or you hated it.
I
Yep.
didn't-
And I don't think there was any in between. And I love the show, but I got it on a deeper philosophical level. And I love that they took us on that ride. And I know people were like pissed, but I was like, I get it.
That's
I
good.
get it.
I never saw it, but I think it's good to make art that either
Me too.
pisses people off or people love it.
I love the fire that it gives you. Regardless, it's a response
Yeah.
for better or worse.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that kind of mentality. If it's a response, it's good. Because there has to be some kind of intention behind it.
I like the. I'm sorry. Let me
Sure.
clarify. I like the engagement. I like there.
Okay.
Like there were some things where you're like, no, I'm done. No, that was stupid. Like that type of engagement, I think it's horrible. But like some type of fiery like response, like with Michael just had, right? I mean, you didn't have a fiery or like response, but. At the end of that,
Wasn't very fiery at all, actually.
at the conclusion of that show, if I don't, I'm sorry, Cole, if we were friends then, I don't even know if we were friends yet, but that would be
Still
such
not.
a fun, that would be such a fun like conversation to have.
Oh man.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, it's not you. It's not you. It's my headphones. I don't know what's going on with them.
It-
We
seriously,
can't
it'd
find
be
the
like a
volume
such-
button on them. Here's what I think. I think there has to be a balance of how you tug people along. And just for my taste, I needed a little bit more answers to keep me engaged.
Got you.
Oh, okay.
Because if this was a treasure map, it would just be all like random, like, hey, I don't know. That's a horrible analogy now that I'm saying it. No, it just wasn't enough for me. I'd be like, hey man, you're telling me all these so much information is coming at me and none of it's being answered that I'm out of here. 'Cause
Yeah, you
I'm
didn't
just
get enough
confused.
wins.
I'm getting frustrated watching
Yeah.
the show, and not in a good way. Like Breaking Bad, what was so cool about it, you get satisfied at one point in the episode, good satisfaction, and then they'd leave you hanging at the end of every single one.
Yeah.
And it was like crack, where you constantly were like
It
getting
was more like
satisfied.
meth.
What?
It was more like math.
A little bit.
Ah.
Nice.
Good.
Never done
Well
it.
done.
Hey, I know this is a change of subject, but I'm so glad you wore some decent shoes today to the show.
Did I?
What'd you wear? Whoa. Look out.
Yeah, the white shoes. Hey, get your shoes off my
Just
body.
leave this right here.
Can we pull? What's the name of the shoes you wore?
Hirachis? Is that what they're called?
Hirachis? Can you look this up?
Nike.
Get ready for the
what are they called?
ugliest shoe I've ever seen in my life.
I think it's Hirachi. I forget. I think it's
How do you
Hirachis.
spell
Huarache.
H-U-A-R.
Nike.
H-U-A-R.
R-A-C-H. Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, there they are. One of those, but it's a different colorway.
It's a ridiculous
pink.
color.
I used to
pink
love
and-
the Hirachis back in the day, man.
Yeah.
How long have we been recording?
10 minutes?
Hour and 16.
Hour 16? All right.
We have these epic.
I'll tell you what, time does fly. I'll tell you what, you have to go soon, right?
I have an hour. Is that right?
Yeah, that's 9:38.
Yeah, I have 10:30.
And you got to go, right? Like, you got to go
Yeah,
in 10
yeah.
minutes, right? I didn't know you had
I
to-
have some electricians. I didn't know it was gonna go this long. I have some electricians coming at the house in like 20 minutes.
Damn. We need to get a picture before we go. I think it's cool if we just take a small break and then we come back, minus Jonte.
That's
Fair?
perfect.
Is that cool
That's
with you?
great. I would
Yeah,
love that.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Love for that to happen.
So good.
All right, let's
Thanks, Josh.
let's take a piss break,
Yeah.
take a picture, and then we'll jump back in the studio.
Stop it or keep it going?
You should stop it. Yeah, there won't be anybody in here.
Just dead.
Hey, just hold up, guys. We'll be back. We swear. Finally, he's gone.
Finally.
It's like a weight was like lifted off.
It was,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Golly.
It was.
What a burden.
He smelled.
Yeah. Yeah.
So mean.
And you guys were okay because we're next to him having to like take big
This is the
whiffs
best
of it.
thing to do with somebody if you don't, especially if you don't like them. It's fun just to fuck with your friends with this, but if you don't like somebody, literally when they're talking to you, go, oh, bad breath.
So bad. Oh, man.
Offer them a mint or something.
Ooh.
Well, they
Gosh.
talk.
You know who does that to me?
Oh,
My wife does that to me sometimes.
really?
Yeah. We talking to her, she'll go, oof.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh.
Then
Great.
what you do is, you get her. No, this is gonna.
I was like, yeah, where are we going with this?
Yeah,
Where we going with
I was
this?
gonna say you Dutch oven her, basically with your breath.
With your breath.
Yeah.
Oh, with my breath.
You put your paper bag over both your heads, and you're.
Never
She's
brush
supposed
my
to
teeth.
love. Don't.
No.
She's supposed to love everything about you, and
Exactly.
sickness,
And in health.
And then dirtiness.
There you go. And dirtiness.
For
Uncleanliness
richer,
and
for poor. Mm-hmm. That's kind of an extreme commitment. Now that I'm thinking about it, both of you guys are married. Me and Eric are the only
And we're just
married
like,
ones. I'm like, that's kind of an extreme commitment.
yeah, well.
Okay? Here's a question for you guys.
Okay.
Something about married life that was a total surprise to you. Oh, are you in pain?
For me, and I heard this from other people that had like just gotten married, and it was I had a similar experience, to where it is so similar to dating in that like nothing changes. Like we were living together for a while,
Okay.
and we had our dynamic,
Yeah.
and then we got married. And we still have that dynamic, and we still live with each other. You know what I mean? I mean, like internally, there's a lot of changes that happen to you, but sort of on the surface, it's like, no, I mean, we're us. We've been us for years, and we're just continuing us, and now it's just legally solidified.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
it's a lot of the same. I mean, the internal stuff is like, for me, I don't know if it was for you, but for me, it was like I felt this, like instant. Like I got to take care of this person. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Like they are relying on me.
Yeah.
And you know, so this sort of just like heightened state of
Yeah.
you know, having to take care of somebody.
Fair.
You know,
Yeah.
make sure everything is good for her.
That's
Yeah.
good. All right.
Yeah.
What about you?
I agree with that. I feel like, yeah, that's probably what it would be like. I imagine having, once you have kids,
Oh, for sure.
It's
yeah,
like
I
that.
can imagine.
it just goes to like, oh, there's this sort of responsibility that you don't realize that is very heavy and strong now. And you're like, oh my God, this is another person's life now that is in like my hands.
Wait, you don't have a kid though. Are you?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, oh shit!
No.
Surprise on the podcast.
Not yet. Not yet. I don't know. We have a lot. We didn't live together before, and now we do. And I think there was a lot going into it that we expected would be, just from what we've heard from like our mentors and stuff. So not too much caught us by surprise, but I think maybe the biggest thing was how much fun we have. It's really weird. I wouldn't have expected that. We're like, not that our personalities changed, but we're like way more goofier than we were before while dating.
More
and just-
relaxed, you
yeah,
know? Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And now we're just like weird, and it's funny to me when I like take a step back. I'm like, where was this though? But it's fun. I wouldn't have expected that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be so bizarre. You know, like, oh, okay. Well, this is permanent until
Yeah.
one of us dies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, it's
probably
a
not-
crazy-
Yeah, probably
like-
not remarry. Maybe
and
not,
this-
depending on how. You know, like it's just so bizarre to think that. Like,
Especially in this culture and like this day and age, that's kind of a strange concept now to like.
yeah,
Yeah.
or like having kids where it's like, dude. I've started to slowly wrap my mind around it. Well, because other people I know are having kids, and like whenever you have a baby, that's 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, we have to keep an eye on this thing. Feed it, clean it, because it's gonna poop and pee itself constantly, and then it can't tell us what's wrong. So we have to make sure it doesn't have a fever. Everything's working. There's no blood. It's not leaking anywhere. It shouldn't be leaking. Constantly. And its sleep cycle is way off in the beginning. I've heard.
Yeah.
And then it starts teething, and you got to figure, and then it's like constantly looking after a drunk person
Yeah.
for the next
18.
6 years
Yeah.
until they go to school, right? 5 years, right? Until they go to school for a small portion of the day, and then you get a small breather, and then hopefully that time gets longer. When they're going to school.
You
I
have
don't know,
to
man.
teach them how to be in this world.
Yeah. God. To me, that's like, if you want to have a kid with somebody, you must really love that person.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
imagine you didn't like the person you have a kid with.
I mean, people do that.
Yeah.
People have done that.
A lot, yeah.
People have done it. Yeah. But I agree. That's
No
having a
wonder.
kid is scary. Having with someone you don't like seems to be like the worst idea to me.
I highly recommend adoption for people.
For sure.
Because there's overpopulation.
Yeah.
And you get to skip kind of some of the hard parts.
That's what my wife. That's what Hayne. She keeps talking. She does not want to birth, so she's like,
I don't imagine.
Can
it's
we
a
just
very
adopt?
simple thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I think adoption is fantastic.
I mean, there's
agree.
pros and cons to both. I get pros and cons. I don't know if they're... Dude, this is coming from a guy who doesn't have a kid and is not married. So, anyway.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, toast the
Again,
cons of
not an
childbirth,
expert.
Wesam.
Dude, I'd love to just troll somebody. There's a part of me that wishes they could just totally fuck with somebody who's like a parent, bring them on the show, think it's gonna be like a nice discussion, be like, no, your job's not that hard. This is what you need to do.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Really,
I've read some articles. You should make a YouTube series. Have you seen Tim's cooking show from Tim and Eric?
No.
Oh my god. It's so great. He has
Yeah?
like a cooking show on YouTube. It's probably like only 6 episodes. But you know how cooking shows go, and it shows you make the recipe. And the humor is so subtle, and it's like he's being so serious, like he's genuinely trying to I think he makes one episode he makes honey mustard, which is literally just honey and mustard, but he keeps adding these other things to it, and he's like swirling it in the bowl for way too long, and the sound that it's making is like, and it's like spilling out, and he's like talking to the camera for way too long, and
Can you pull it up, man?
dying.
That's so great.
And we should do like a YouTube series where you're like, it's borderline. You can't tell if it's a joke or not, but you're doing it like parental advice and like child
Childcare
advice.
with Wesam.
Dude, I sometimes wonder, mixing a bunch of shit together, just what kind of weird tastes would come about.
We should do that next podcast, and we have to all try it.
That'd be great.
Oh my gosh.
Just like a
next
potluck,
guy?
you have to
Yes.
have just.
Yeah.
And
Well,
each one of us brings 4 random ingredients.
then we'll like draw a number and whatever that, and we add it.
Yeah, and then the other person has to eat it.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I would throw up. Tim's cooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, catch a Tim's. That's so great.
Can you just lower the volume a little bit on? Yeah, perfect.
Simple dip. I absolutely love honey mustard. It's one of my favorite sauces, especially when it comes to chicken. I love dipping chicken nuggets in honey mustard. And sometimes if I get chicken nuggets
like
with
the
French
camera
fries,
movements. They look
I'll
so
also
real.
dip the
Yeah,
French
that's
fries.
so
in
well
honey
done.
Skip
mustard.
ahead.
And it really, and this honey isn't as good as, got a weird, not that, got a weird,
Anyways.
doesn't taste right. So we got a good amount of honey in there, you can see. And let's add our pistons.
Pistons mustard.
Dude, he's so bad at it. It's
I
such.
should really buy the economy size, the larger bottles of pistons. I don't even know if they make them, but it would be, because I go through a couple bottles every day. Mix that
Mustard.
boy up. And right away, you see, it almost looks like it's such a beautiful image. It looks like some kind of a,
Just skip ahead.
can't think
please.
of the word
We can't.
for
We
it.
can't keep.
I can't think of the word.
Yeah,
we
skip.
actually got
Spilled.
lost,
I get.
actually lost a little bit here. And that's not what we want to see
I don't.
happen.
Yeah, I don't want to get booted, so we have to keep talking and skip. Can you skip ahead a little bit? A little bit more.
Oh god.
What is he?
They went
Sauce
on,
gave me allergic reaction.
he tried it.
I was fully swollen for Adam Bloomquist's funeral. All my best friends were there, my family. I had a whole speech prepared. I couldn't say anything.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, what? Oh, Was it something important? No, I was eating some fucking shrimp on Tim's internet show. And this is looking good compared to what I had.
You're going to want to go to an oral surgeon for something.
Yeah, I know who to...
Dude,
That's funny.
we got to do something
that's
like
so
that.
good.
It's so simple.
Oh man, those guys are geniuses.
I know, man.
Absolute
I
geniuses.
feel like Adult Swim is just giving them complete, or Comedy Central is giving them just complete reign to do whatever they want.
as they should. As they should,
Yeah.
man. Those dudes crush.
I think that Steve Brule is, I think, one of the best things I've ever seen acting wise. John C. Reilly. I mean,
Yes.
I, every time I watch it,
His doctor.
yeah, it's so hilarious, and then just the choices he makes. I'm like, this is A+ acting.
I like when he's talking about the planets and he's like, "This is Uranus. This is the
brilliant.
water, this is water planet."
This planet was too far away. They didn't get to name it. What are you talking about?
Dude, you love that kind of silly. You love.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? And we laugh at this so much.
Eric Andre?
Eric Andre.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the Eric Andre show
Yeah.
is clown shoes. It's ridiculous.
It's like the modern day absurdist.
Yeah.
Absurdism.
Yeah.
And
It's fantastic.
because you can't beat it with, especially with some of the editing they do. It's like it gets dark and you're like,
Yeah.
I love it when it just goes real dark. What happened?
and they're guests who don't know what's going on.
That's the
Oh,
best
that's-
part.
yeah.
The best part.
Yeah, I was listening, I think, to interview, or maybe he was like something he was saying, but he was saying, yeah, they generally don't know. They have like, it's usually the same agency. So it's within the agency, and the agent will be like, oh yeah, Eric's doing this show. And so the guests, I mean, now they probably, because it's gotten popular, but before they just thought they were going on some,
Just regular show.
and just some new like talk show. And
Ooh.
everything, I mean, that's hilarious.
When he gets in the face of that poor girl, the one who was on Disney Channel, and she looked so uncomfortable.
He said they turned the heater up in the studio to where it's always like 85 degrees.
Oh my god.
So that alone just makes it so uncomfortable.
Right,
like you
yeah.
come in and you're like, God, this is so hot. It's gonna be so weird. Everything about this. Yeah.
And he's always sweating. Dude, I think he had, like, no joke, I think there is a little bit of, like, just like maybe 10% psycho. Like, he's a psycho.
Yeah.
Just like 10%.
It's gotta be.
It's like
Because why would
contained.
you think of that stuff?
Yeah.
Unless
What would
you were.
the way he executes it, though, it feels like it's an expression of, like, something deep inside of him that just wants to, like, create chaos.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's beautiful.
God. I've been finding myself watching, like, almost, not mind-numbing things, but I don't watch TV shows anymore. I need to watch, like, reruns of The Office when I eat, and then, like, ghost hunting shows every night before I go to bed to help me fall asleep. Or finding
Did you
Bigfoot.
know?
I think Jonte had mentioned you've been watching like ghost hunting stuff, but that's what you fall asleep to is ghost hunting?
Scary stuff.
Yeah, I
Like
need
ghost
to-
hunters?
Yeah, ghost hunters or, like, scary things to help me fall asleep.
Interesting.
That's weird. How does it explain that?
So, I love the back pedal that just happened there, and I go, nope. Only we will understand what that was. Because they are usually in a miserable place.
The ghosts or the people hunting?
Ooh.
The ghost hunters.
That's a good question.
The ghosts are in a miserable place if they're ghosts, sir.
Right?
No, but the ghost hunters, they're either somewhere cold or like the Finding Bigfoot guys are like in the woods and it's like freezing and it's like snowing and they're like, did you hear that? It's Bigfoot. It's like the most bullshit thing. And I'm like all cozy in my bed. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And that
That's not here.
dichotomy puts me right to bed.
That's a good point though. Like you never see like ghosts in Hawaii. Like I've never seen them like, oh, here we are in this beautiful,
beautiful,
wonderful
sunny.
place. We're eating fruit.
I'm thinking about doing some ghost hunting with all like the equipment that they have.
Yeah.
Because listen, I've watched a bunch of it. Everything is some of the reactions. Yeah, some of the it should be actually. Some of the reactions though have been really real, but I have heard that the producers of some of those shows will plant stuff for some of the ghost hunters to get those real reactions.
For sure.
And so I'm like, okay, I get it, you're making money, it's entertainment value, but what's really fucked up is whenever they use like real families and like, oh, our son is being possessed by a devil, and he's like a little boy, and we just had our his grandmother just passed away, and then I'm like doing voice box sessions, and then the grandma comes through the voice box, and you're like, this is like, I don't know.
That
if this
happens? I don't watch Ghost.
Yeah.
What?
And it's like, you're like, what's the word? You're like praying, either they're in on it and they're getting paid, or they're like, you're preying on them, and it's like,
Oh, like on the family?
yeah, there's a word for it, like oh gosh, what's the word? You're using them in a kind of malicious way to gain financial benefit. I'll find the word here in a second.
Exploiting?
Exploiting, yeah, they're exploiting them. And
For sure.
it just makes you feel uncomfortable.
Jeez.
And especially, like, those are the episodes I kind of just skip over. I've watched a couple of them, I'm like, this is so fucked up. This is not entertainment. This is like somebody's real life. This isn't like
Yeah.
a ghost from the mining town in 1850. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is like
What are you doing?
Jim Gregory. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Oh, Jim Gregory was my old musical. Oh shit. Jim Gregory, you're not dead. I know why that thing popped in my head. He's my old
That's
music
the
teacher
random-
in college. I was like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
dang.
You know what I mean? That's too real.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens if they don't get the voice right? Like, what if the family's listening and they're like, that's not what Pop Pop sound like?
Yeah.
They usually are like, oh my god, that's Papa.
Oh my God, that's
They're so
They
ready.
never say that. That's
But
the
maybe
thing.
they want it to be Pop
I
Pop.
want to do my
so
own
like-
investigation with like my friends.
Yeah.
Like somewhere really haunted quotation marks, because I want to know if this is real or not. I
Like
wanna know.
horror nights. Haunted.
Glad we got
Like
the
Horror
fast
Nights
pass.
Haunted?
Dude, those things with the long legs
Yo,
that stood up on stilts. Nah.
those are terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
What would be the scariest supernatural thing you can encounter? You think
Scariest supernatural thing that you could encounter.
that would like you'd be petrified to? I'll tell you mine.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Like an old lady, but she's like a little bit demonic, and she like moves way too quickly for an old lady.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing in my house? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
That
yeah.
to me is like an old person like that. I don't know why.
Like
Yeah.
the old lady from The Shining that he's hugging.
Or
And, like
the-
if she turned into like,
The old lady from Legion. Can you look up her face?
oh Lord.
Old lady from Legion, the movie.
I think old people and children are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like if it was like a regular dude, like wearing a flannel, I'd be like, oh, what's up?
Are you? Oh, you're dead. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, nice,
shoot.
dude. Nice.
Yep,
nice.
that's her.
Oh yeah, that's
Sis.
pretty. Yeah. Oh. No.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Ah.
Scary.
Yeah, like
Yeah, old people.
Like-
Because they already look kind of dead. Right?
imagine that coming at you by you're in your house and you see her. She's like, "Get out of my house!"
Oh,
Tall.
yeah.
I would get out.
Yep. Bye. Oh, that. Yeah. That.
She bites off some guy's cheek with that.
Look at her.
This is
So
an old lady.
unsuspecting right there.
So unsuspecting. And you know the thing? I think the thing is like because we look at old people and children as so innocent that when they look like that
That's
and they're
true.
coming at you,
Yeah, she climbs on the walls, dude. You know,
Oh,
I'd
come
be
on.
dude. How scared would Jonte be?
he wouldn't be sitting here anymore. He would run out
He'd be on the.
just on the photo.
I've got ideas.
Okay.
I have ideas
Alright,
coming that I'm
let's-
going to talk about off air for him.
Let's prank
Yeah.
Jonte
Good
again.
idea.
Oh, dude, you know what we're going to do in Japan?
Gonna ruin.
Gonna ruin him.
Abandon him just like he was in the hurricane.
No joke. I'm gonna so dark, so dark. First of all, I'm going to raise a real demon,
Cool. Cool.
We're gonna go.
and it's gonna be in our hotel room for the rest of the day.
Dude, that's dope.
We come in. You're doing a séance.
You guys are floating off the ground. Oh, hello, Jonte.
Our heads. Going.
Yeah, you're gonna do an owl turn.
Giant.
Your nose is gonna be like the beak.
Dude, where did this owl obsession come into?
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I saw a video maybe a week or two ago, and I just kept rewatching it. And then I started Google searching and watching more videos for just hours throughout the week. And I've been. They're like, it's like pandas and then now owls. Very close second.
Wow.
It's just like.
And you're obsessed with pandas. Aren't they fucking adorable though? Panda keepers.
Beautiful.
Panda keepers have
Best
the cutest
job.
job.
Oh, for sure. Easily.
Have you seen the video where they're like trying to get in? They're like trying to rake the leaves and they keep jumping in the bucket.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
It's
Adorable.
very adorable.
So adorable.
I wonder what age they're like, oh, we can't be in the same enclosure as them.
Yeah.
Because they'll fuck you up.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I was watching some nature thing on Netflix, and it like was specializing in pandas, and they're born to climb things. That's like their instinct. And so they just want to climb trees. And I guess a lot of the time they're so klutzy that they're always falling out of the tree. But that's their one goal, like in life, is just to climb trees.
Wow.
And they eat so much bamboo.
A lot. Like
Yeah.
some ridiculous amount. Can we look up what state? I'm
Ridiculous.
sorry, Eric. We're putting you to work this morning, dude.
Yeah.
With ridiculous
great.
things. Like this search history in the last like 2 hours is like fucking bonkers. It's like I don't know, like a psychopath, a person with multiple personalities. Panda. How much bamboo does a panda eat?
Panda.
How much bamboo does panda eat?
Does panda eat?
How panda much?
Take a guess. How many?
Hey
how
man,
many
are you
pounds?
okay? How much?
Well, what do we talk like a day?
In a day.
In a day, I would guess pounds.
How much does
10?
10 pounds?
I don't know. That's a lot. Huh?
How much does bamboo weigh?
I know. That's the question.
That's the question. Yeah.
8 right?
That's
Yeah.
I
I'm
couldn't
gonna say
even- It's a lot.
50 pounds of bamboo.
50. Why is it on?
Oh,
Yahoo?
let's go to that second one right there. Yeah, let's click on that.
Look at that cute thing.
Oh.
Scroll down. Pounds of bamboo. Okay, it's about 20 to 40 pounds. 20 to 40.
That's a lot.
Wow.
That's why they're so big.
17% of the nourishment from the stalks and foliage of the bamboo. Wait, it's only.
Yeah,
able
that's what I was
receive
about to say
70
too. It's like it's not very nourishing. Like pick a better thing to eat.
If it's famished, it can eat upwards of 84 pounds of bamboo in just 24 hours.
What?
I love pandas.
What's the average weight of one? Like
Not
how
even
much
just-
of their weight do they eat in bamboo, I wonder?
I mean,
Jeez.
that thing is what? Maybe 120?
120. They're eating 80 pounds if they're famished.
And max.
Birds, fish, rodents.
But they're
Oh, okay. But they're
99% of their diet is bamboo.
Dude,
Crazy.
But still, even say they're 80 pounds.
Right.
You eating 10 pounds of something?
It's a ton. It's a ton.
Imagine eating a pound of steak. That's like
That's enough to
fuck
keep
I
you
can
full.
only imagine because I don't want to try it.
Jeez, eating a 10-pound steak?
Jeez.
300.
Oh.
300
well,
300
never mind.
pounds.
That's a
Oh,
I'm
wait,
not
up
a-
to 300.
I'm
okay,
not impressed
never
anymore.
mind.
I'm not impressed. No, but still, 10 pounds.
It's a third.
That's a
yeah,
lot
third
of
of
10
it.
to 20.
That's a ton.
And then so, like, there's so. It's just so long, they have to chew all that.
They're
It's
just
so
sitting there.
light. Dude, because I
And then they
carry
go
my
climb a
bamboo.
tree.
Holy shit! I carry my bamboo stick, and that thing is light.
Right.
So you gotta eat a lot.
You get a ton of that. And in 24 hours, they can eat that.
That's just
like,
all
that's
they're
all you're
doing,
doing is
yeah.
eating. You're sitting in a tree, you've reached your goals,
Yeah.
and you're eating bamboo.
What's the most you've ever eaten?
The most I've ever eaten.
I've gone to Cece's Pizza
Yeah.
and eaten almost 3 pizzas.
That's awesome.
I remember
That's awesome.
my dad would always say we would always eat pizza. I was probably at Cece's
Yeah.
on my birthday, and he would always say you have to eat however old you are. That's how many slices. And I think the last time we did that was
Can't wait till you're 40.
when I was 3. No, I think I must have been. I think I was 16 because it was something I was
Yeah.
like.
Dude, let me talk about high school for us and how dangerous lunchtime was, and I'm surprised anybody was still alive. You had 30 minutes
Right.
for off-campus lunch.
Ooh.
At a
You had to-
2,000 person school.
Yeah, and about there was three lunch periods,
Yeah.
so a third of 2,000. God, this is great. I'm doing
Like
fucking 666.
Yeah, 700.
So about 600, almost 670 students,
Jeez.
right? Yeah, that's right. Leaving all at once to go to lunch.
And you only have 30 minutes
You have 30 minutes
to get to
People
your car.
are running
Get
out of their
food.
classrooms.
That's a busy Taco
Come
Bell.
back.
You. By the way, you already know which friends are going with you. You've
Yeah.
already. You coming? Cece's. We're going to Cece. Are you coming? Hurry! Hurry. Literally,
They're
it's
not-
like
Run!
You take the
Run!
Yeah.
I'm taking my car. Get in the car. Get in the car. We peel out and we're driving behind the Sam's Club, which you know what they used to do? They used to put the crates. First of all, they put crates because there would be these speed bumps they put that we just go around, and the oncoming traffic would be like honking at us.
Oh,
or whatever,
yeah.
and we'd be going way too fast. Then eventually they put crates to block us, so we'd have to go over the speed bumps. Eventually we didn't give a fuck about the speed bumps. We're just like,
Right.
They had to put like those fucking speed bumps that if you don't slow down, you fucked your shocks.
Oh man.
Like you're like, you know what I mean? It makes you slow down.
Yeah.
And so we're driving to a place it took us at least 5 minutes to get there. Right?
Yeah.
If you're rushing, it takes you 5 minutes to get there. We get in there, you're in the line, you're ordering. So we're ordering like, okay, we want this pizza, this pizza, this pizza, and we're just shoving it in our mouth. So by the time we walked to the car, got in there, now we only have 20 minutes for lunch. And remember, we have to drive back and get to class.
Yeah.
So really it's about 10 minutes to shovel food into your face.
Yikes.
Dude,
Good eating habits developing.
right? I'm telling you, when 5th hour came, which was the hour after lunch,
Oh, dude.
Just
I
wanna
was
go
like
to
this.
bed. Just want to go to bed, dude. I had history class my 5th hour, and it was always, always.
You hear that?
What is the thing when? Oh my gosh! They would put on the projector. You would just you were supposed to just copy.
The projector.
What is that called? Like,
Shoves up,
Yeah, I know. It's just right outside.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The screen projector.
Oh, yeah.
The, guys, what the fuck is that called? Eric,
Eric,
sorry, man.
Google.
Please, thank you so
add
much.
it to the Google search. They're like, what was happening? Yeah. Anyways, I always had that 5th hour, and I would I could not stay awake, because that's exactly what would happen.
I'm telling you, the way they make schools, like public schools, you don't learn anything.
No, dude.
You memorize
no.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you pray to God.
You just got to get through.
You can get through, and they're like, hey, you learning projector? I think it's a projector.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's
It's a screen projector.
I thought
yeah.
it was like something with not a monogram, but like
overhead projector.
Oh yeah,
Overhead projector.
yeah. That's probably what I was.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
That
Wow,
was
that
like
brings
back
me
in
back.
the aughts, man. Like aught 3, aught 4.
Sorry, I had to click on it. I was just like, I can't. It's so messed up because, let's be real here. Anything from kindergarten to 8th grade really doesn't matter what grades you got. Nobody gives a shit about that in college, right?
Oh, yeah.
They look at your freshman, your sophomore, junior, and your senior year of grades and your GPA in those times. And so what sucks, though, they're trying to shovel in so much information into your head at so many hours of the day. Like, okay, you get an hour for algebra. Then you get an hour of history. Right after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you get an after of science, some kind of science thing where you have to remember Okay, cool. Now you get an hour of English. Now you're gonna read some more. And then you get lunch.
Now you're gonna go to lunch
30
and-
minutes to lunch. You better fucking eat quick. You
better shove that pizza down your
And
throat.
you're starving at this point, by the way.
Right.
Oh yeah, and then 5th hour is some extracurricular activity that you pray like was fun, like gym class or something like that. And then eventually just like, by the end of the day, you're like, I don't want to learn anymore. Then they
Right.
give you a bunch of homework to do afterwards.
To do more while you're
like
home.
hours of homework. That's Monday through Friday. Hey, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do it.
My first epiphany was when my geometry class, because he would spend the whole hour talking about postulates and theorems, and then we would get homework.
Gaffin? Wait, Gaffin?
No, I can't remember.
Oh,
No.
Okay, you didn't have the twin brothers.
No.
Okay.
And then you go home, and there would still be so much you don't know that wasn't covered, and so you literally don't know how to do the work. And this was like before really Google. I mean, you wouldn't really
Yeah.
Google things. So you're just like, well, I literally don't know how to do this, so I'm just gonna bring it in tomorrow and like hope he can explain it, which is what everyone did. So you would come in the next day and you would spend the whole class explaining the homework before, and then you would get homework that day, and it would just repeat because you wouldn't be able to explain that homework for the next day, and so then no one would know how to do it. And I was like, there's something wrong with this. And I remember asking all the other kids, I was like, isn't this weird? Like no one like this doesn't make sense. And everyone's like, I don't care. And that's when I was like, what is school doing?
There's always a few people who knew it, who
Right,
knew
yeah.
like what Like they were just naturally like, no,
Yeah.
I like studying, or like I get this naturally. Like my brain naturally connects those dots. And then the fucked up thing is, 90% of what I learned in high school I do not use.
Yeah.
For sure.
You tell me when you're using geometry. Honestly, unless your specific field of study is that, you should only learn it in college.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my thing. Algebra, you can go. I think you should go as far as like very, very basic algebra, and maybe like half of the semester.
An
of
understanding
geometry.
of base.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Like,
this-
okay.
How these things work.
You don't need to go into like advanced geometry. Like why? Why are we teaching geometry 2?
Dude, and that was the thing when I
all that stuff.
Pre-calc.
when I got to college for my major, you had to have one math class. And it was the easiest math class I've ever had in my life. High school math was more difficult than the math at my university, and I got a degree. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's because it was like I'm not going to be using.
Yeah, especially in this day when now we have Google at our fingertips.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean it's
you
good
could
to
just
know them. It's good to know how to
Google.
apply them, but it's
Yeah.
like, is it useful?
You'll never carry a graphing calculator in your pocket. Actually,
Yeah. Well,
I do.
well,
I
Mister.
do.
That's right. And you know what else? You know what surprised me is when you learn like the stuff that you grew up learning isn't true.
Yeah.
Like in history class,
Yeah, we messed that
so
up.
many things we learn in history are not true.
that's something I wish they would have taught more about.
Yeah.
Because I think history is more important to learn as a student
Yeah,
than
that's something that you
pre-calculus.
spend
I agree,
a lot
but
of
I
your
love
day-
history. I'm a big
No,
love it.
listen. I'm not the hugest fan of history, but I think it's important because it's crucial to understand how things came to be
Yeah.
in terms of a more broader scale of like humanity, like understanding. Because then you can like kind of veer yourself away from certain mistakes or get joined with
Even
certain.
ideologies that you might develop and think that like
Yeah.
it just exists in this vacuum, but seeing like socialism and seeing what it's actually done in the past and being like, oh, maybe it doesn't really work like we wanted to or whatever. I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
and so that's way more important than the pre-calc that I don't remember.
Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree. You
man.
don't know where you came from. You don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
You know?
Debate. And I took a speech class. Or it wasn't a debate, it was a speech.
That's
you,
probably
you
good.
get used to talking in front of people. And I was in acting already, so I was like, oh, this is not that hard for me.
Right.
But for other people, it was like a good way for them to get used to public speaking. Because, listen, whatever job you have in the future, if you don't know how to talk to people and
Yeah.
communicate or be comfortable with communicating in front of large groups, dude, you're in for a rough ride.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then you have
Yeah.
to learn that in your 20s. Dude, they set you up to fail.
Yeah.
They really do. And it sucks so bad. Like, I get it. Even for, like, young kids in school, hey, man, yeah, you should be able to do multiplication table
Yeah.
from, like, 11 down. When you
Right.
start getting 12 and up, 13, like, you have to know the one for the 12s. 12s times 2, 12 times 5, 12 times 6, 20. It's like, okay, that's getting way too extreme. Like, just learn kind of like the basic, the first, like, 2 steps.
You know
and
how to
3 steps.
apply it.
Apply it to, like, you know what I
The
mean?
bigger
But, like,
numbers. You get it.
like basic science for kids, like have it much more engaging, and then as you
Right.
get older, like keep those engaging aspects of it. Dude, one of the worst classes I've ever taken was chemistry. Here's why. Dude who taught it was just stating facts, and I'm like, dude, I don't get this. Like, this is, first of all, I have to memorize so much, and then I have to know formulas, and then sometimes I have to know the rules that don't apply to certain things.
Right.
And it's just like a whole kind of difficult learning curve, and he hated explaining things to us. Finally, me and my friend Joey O'Brien were in that class, and we gave him such a hard time. We'd ask questions all the time. We basically went up to him and was like, hey, I need a C in the class. Hey, I need a B in the class. Could you get us through? And we won't bother you anymore. That's what happened.
Heckled them.
Really?
No
Now
joke.
that's teaching.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
And
remember. Yeah.
We just throw money at it too. We're like, oh yeah. Let's just give trillions and trillions of more dollars to the education system instead of saying, you know what? Here's countries
Let's
that are doing
refine
it
it.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's do it like what they've been doing.
Yeah.
All right. Gents, it's been a great time with you guys. Thanks for coming in.
For
I
sure.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having
If
us.
you guys want to find you on social media, reach out. What's your Instagram handles or Twitter?
Oh yeah. Instagram is back_flippin' with 1 P.
Cool.
Isaiah.Adams, ISIAH.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric, for filling in for Michael today. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you to Adobe Radio. Thank you to Nice Guy Digital. We're so excited. Adobe's building the new studio right next door, and hopefully in the new year we'll be in the new place and some great things ahead. Thank you to our listeners. We got a lot more listeners, a lot more subscribers, people watching on YouTube, reviewing us, and just having a blast listening to the show. And I want to say thank you to you guys so much for supporting us. It's always, I love doing this, and I really thank you guys. Trying to think, anything else? We got remember to subscribe on YouTube, because watching this on YouTube, watching me get angry with Jonte and vice versa is great.
You guys had to look too.
Yeah, we did, because
So
he's
worth it.
wrong and he lives in a delusional world.
Mm-hmm.
You can find Jonte at betamail.com. I'm kidding, Jonte. I love you so much. And yeah, we're definitely gonna do this skydiving thing, and then when we go to Japan,
Documenting.
we are definitely going to do the do a couple podcasts from out there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Talk about our experiences and yeah, all the pranks we're going to play on Jonte.
Yep.
So starting at the airport. All right, guys. Love you guys.
Clue number one.
Hey, we out.